My mic was off.
Oh well. Either way. Boy, God, it's been a hot second, I feel like, but it's only been a week. Well, Mark, you were gone last week, so
yeah.
But God,
that's still funny how I was like, hey, remember? And like, I forgot. I'm like, yeah, well, there's hurricanes going on, so
yes,
that's the thing. It's like
with the hurricanes going on, it's just been outrageous because I'm like 2 weeks back to back on this stuff, and I was out like traveling the majority of the week because of my job. And I ended up getting a hotel when I got too late, and there were a bunch of people that were evacuating from Florida in that hotel. And technically every hotel within a 50-mile radius of me was booked online. I had to physically go to the hotels just to see if they had any extra rooms. And when I did, they price gouged the fuck out of me.
Oh,
I was like, ain't no way. A Candlewood Suites is $200 for a night. Like, y'all are usually $129 tops if I'm booking same day. And this is just like, okay, all right, I see what y'all doing. Okay. But yeah, hopefully, I know that there are some people who are in the community that got affected by Hurricane Milton. Hopefully you are all okay. I know Orb is stuck in a hotel because he's without power still. I know a lot of people down in Florida are still without power. I've got a lot of coworkers that are down there that are still also without power that did not leave. They stayed there. Thankfully, they're all right, but they still have like no power. It's kind of hellish. Plus, I mean, if they even try to restore power, most of it's still underwater. So they can't just, hey, let's boot up the power. Yeah. Oh, wait, these outlets are still in the just cause it to show. They got to get the flooding down first. So it's going to be crazy. So that's real world events. Here's hoping that we don't go in for a three-peat and have like another one in 2 weeks. With the way that these storm systems are going, it's like I've been actively monitoring the storms, and like the remnant of Milton is actually about to make a head-on collision with another tropical storm that's been they actually formed before Milton because it's Leslie, and they're curving towards each other. And I'm just like, if they do a fusion dance, like that's just going to hit Europe because the direction it's going to go, it's just going to travel to Europe.
There's a joke I can make about Europe, but I'm not gonna.
But it's
after
crazy.
the summer they had there where they complained about like the heat and not having air conditioners. It's like, oh, it's only like 37 degrees Celsius. Why are you complaining? Then it's like, well, they're not used to that type of weather. So I don't know if they had a storm like that. I don't know if Europe would like. They don't only get weather that extreme.
No, I don't know how they would be able to deal with it. So. But yeah, that's just how that's been going. It's been kind of busy, kind of hectic on a lot of things. I'm still trying to get caught up with my Boom Boomger videos. Hopefully my job will minimize eventually to the point that I can get that out. But yeah, right now it's all just hectic because even the
trying to catch up with Boom Boomger.
I mean, I've kept up with it. It's just a matter of like making the content to go along with it. So
I'm like,
but no, I do not live in
what
Florida.
episode are
I
we
live
on
in
now?
Georgia, right above Florida. So sometimes I get some residuals, but last time I actually did get some effects from the last hurricane. This time I was like, oh, it's actually cool outside. Like, I'm feeling a little breezy out here.
Boom Boom
That's
is on
about it.
episode 32. So I'm 4 episodes behind on Boom Boom right now.
Yeah, so the thing is, it's
Yeah,
like this would be the best time to binge it, just because everything has been of quality content. So
Yeah.
it's good eating, good eating.
Listen, I just want the jacket. I'm just waiting for Bandai to be like, hey, champion jackets. And I'm like,
Which color are you gonna get?
which? As in just one?
Mark, you know, if you buy them, we have to bully you. That's the rules.
No, because I'm not buying them full price directly from any markup places. Okay, I'm not going to be like a certain someone who bought the DGP jacket.
At every stream, you got to show up with a different jacket with a different Boom Boomer color.
I'll keep my camera off, and you just see me standing like back here with my back towards you with the jacket on. I just turn around, Joe Henry style.
That's your entrance. That's just your entrance
Yep.
every time the stream
Yep.
starts.
Every time. No, I would actually. I want to get red, but honestly, blue. Like the blue looks. I'd probably get the blue one if I had to pick one.
See, I would get Taya's or Joe's because the gray on black kind of goes good. Actually, the orange actually looks pretty good as well. Like it's like, look, they all look good. It's just, you know.
Yeah.
It's just Violet ain't getting none because
No,
as much as he's like I'm part of the team.
I've been following all the toy, like candy toy releases and announcements, and I started to realize, man, that Boom Boom Mock shows up, great Robo, great toy, this and that, and then it's like, oh yeah, no upgrades for it, nothing else scheduled to come out for it, and I'm like, damn, did him dirty.
Didn't even do intros, so let me just.
How many weeks has this been? How many? Like,
I mean, we're on 82.
Yeah.
We're in the 80s now. But Ash, what's been going on in your how are you this fine morning?
Good. I've been playing. I had 3 days off work. I had a lot of annual leave that they offered at the end of last week that I took, so I had 3 days off work. I planned on doing stuff. It was mostly me playing Spiking Zero and doing a little bit of housework.
I did see you playing that on Discord. Did see that.
It's so much fun. Yeah.
And Mark, same thing, I'm assuming?
Oh, a lot of different. Well, for starters, I got the newest TV Kun magazine. So I finally got my Saber Gochizo. Finally. But other than that, it's been Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Silent Hill 2 remake, Until Dawn 2 remake, Diablo 4 expansion, that Metaphor game from Atlas just dropped, and too many games. So I didn't make any content this week besides my Gavu review that I put up real quick because I was like, after this, it's Sparking Zero. Like, don't expect.
I did notice that you got out like your video really quickly.
Oh yeah, no, I was like, listen, if I don't get this out now, like I got it out 2 hours before Sparking Zero went live. I was like, nope, okay. I was like, I just sat over there. I had comments on it. I was like, I'll get to the comments eventually. I'm deep in this game.
See, on my side of the road, so I requested off next week, and I had to cancel my vacation because I've got just too many openings in my job. So I'm just like, I can't comfortably take a vacation and then get pretty much tri-loaded with 3 weeks worth of work in a single week. And I'm just gonna die at that point with the workload. So I just canceled my vacation. I was just like, it was just gonna be another staycation because I need the mental break. But I guess I can't take that break.
Nope. So that around. Did you play the Zelda game?
Yeah, I've got Echoes of Wisdom.
No, I haven't played it yet.
I haven't picked it up yet. I plan on it. I was just like, well, I knew you would get it. That's why I was like, Zio's probably got it by now.
It's very fun. It's very fun.
Yeah.
It's like you really got to think outside the box for some of the strategies, and since they let you like virtually like explore the entire world from the outset, like that you can end up in vast corners and they'll be like, are you lost? Like like the NPCs would literally say that, like,
wow.
Why are you here right now? And it's just like, well, I'm trying to see if I can beat up enemies.
You missed a spot.
Because every time you beat up on an enemy, if it's the first time you beat it, you can obviously copy them so you can have an echo of them.
Yeah.
So I got to a point in the game where I was copying enemies that were way stronger than I could actually summon. I couldn't summon them yet. Like, I just couldn't. And I was like, I'll keep y'all on the back burner. But yeah, it's been fun.
Nice. I need to play the new Zelda because like November's going to be crazy. It's going to be new Mario and Luigi game and the Dragon Quest. Like those games, I'll probably want to play because they're like RPGs. But yeah,
I'm also playing around with the thought process of buying the Nintendo Alarmo. I don't know.
I thought about it, but then I was
I
like,
thought about it too.
And then I saw some YouTubers making some jokes on how it could interact with you, and I was like, you know what? There's some situations where I do not want turn Alarmo around, but like, don't watch. Like, it's like avert your eyes Alarmo, but it doesn't.
Tracking those.
But it's like $120, isn't it? Like over $100.
It's $100.
That's just.
And you just buy it off the Nintendo website, and that's the only place you can buy it.
Yeah,
but it's got free DLC.
I could literally set Nintendo alarms right now on my phone. Now, if it worked with Pokemon Sleep, I'd be more inclined.
I fell off that game.
Shiny Pokemon.
So did I. I did when I spent
I got some shinies.
Sleep, and the game was frozen the entire time. And I was just like, what do you mean you didn't track my sleep?
I didn't realize how bad I am of like sleeping until Pokemon Sleep was like, yeah, you didn't sleep long enough to even catch anything. It's like, oh, so you slept for 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Shame. All right, so let's get on to, well, since you guys haven't caught up on Boom Boomger, there's no point to really bring up too much on that front because I don't want to spoil.
I heard it was a good episode.
Yes, this one was one of the well, it's a Tokuja crossover, and I personally have like no, alignment for Tokuja.
Yeah,
but
that's
I did
find the Train Zord, right?
Yep.
I like that season.
I will just say this:
my favorite.
The fact that the mecha was a physical suit and not CG, I was blown away.
It's my favorite.
And then the preview for this upcoming episode, it kind of looks like Sakito gets to keep that mech. Because the preview shows him in the cockpit of it. And I'm just like, but Tokyo Ichigo's gone. Like, you just got to keep the mech? Like, what's going on?
I think it's promoting those Robo Changer toys coming out. Like, that's going to be part of it as well.
It's one of the initial mechas for the wave.
Yeah, but wasn't the Goanger one as well? But the Goanger like mech was CG and stock footage.
Yeah, but I don't know.
CG and stock footage. So they were taking care of this too. I guess they only cared about a handful of mecha.
They probably could have used the stock footage from TokuTonic because of certain train transformation parts.
Well, even then, like the fact that it was still like physical suit there, I was like,
yeah, I still want that Robo. I need to get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Gavu, just put out my review of it. I think it's still hitting. How are y'all feeling about it?
That was peak episode. Really, I loved it.
Yeah, peak.
Like, it's my favorite episode thus far.
No, 100%. I said that in my review. I was like, I know we're 6 episodes in, but like, this is my favorite episode. This is the best episode so far. And it set the bar really high. And but there's so much moving parts. Like, I was glad a lot of stuff didn't drag out from episode 5. Like, I was like, if we get multiple episodes where he's looking for freaking was it Soji, whoever the freaking his surrogate father investigator guy was, I'm like, if we get multiple episodes of him just, where is he? Went on a stakeout and he's missing. So glad that wasn't the case, because that could have been dragged out. Instead, like, he dead.
Yeah, no, just instantly, just starting off that way. I was like,
yeah,
whoa. Y'all really just like left nothing.
No.
Like, no, he's there. And I was just taken aback because that's why I was like, you guys are taking in some extra credit points. I was not expecting them to cut the glass in half and hold one like ransom for like future bait. I'm just like,
nope.
Ooh. ooh, y'all cooking.
Nope.
Y'all definitely
He doesn't.
cooking out here. Boy.
There's a director's cut of my review where literally I'm like, well, couldn't they still unwrap him and they could just pull Lieutenant Dan? Like, because like it was only a top hat, you could still fully function without legs.
No, I think if it snaps in general, you die. They established that.
I know, but
Yeah.
it was a good joke. But then I put the clip from Forrest Gump in there, and I was like, no, I'll probably get hit with something. I was like, we can't be making jokes like that in 2024. It was just telling me, be like, Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. I was like,
I did see that I got a comment asking about the lotion squirt that I did in the video, and yeah, it hit the ceiling. I still see the spot right there. It's still glistening.
don't look up because if that drops down while you're looking, like I'm clipping that.
No. So that was yesterday that I filmed that. So it literally dried up there. So I just have a weird. It looks like a Nike swoosh up there. It's a perfect.
It's gonna get in your hair. Be like, oh, you got new hair gel.
Get the crusties up in there.
All right, that's too many '90s references. I'm done for this stream.
Well. But look, it's like this show still out here. We got so many good things on here because Hanto, like I've never gotten so many Showa vibes from a show like in recent era, but this show's like hitting on like every single like mark of it. And even this one with the surgery just to augment him, and it wasn't really like augmentation. It was literally like we're just gonna transplant this renewed heart in you, and that way you're able to actually withstand this power.
Yeah.
Like a sunstone or something, maybe.
Yes.
Now there's like my favorite thing though was the fight because he was already beat up, but we didn't get the normal secondary transforms, beats everybody up, knows he was sloppy. Even the like taunting like, wow, you're really bad. You have really bad aim.
Yeah. Which makes sense because he just got out of surgery, so he's not going to be in like top condition.
But the thing is,
he's not a fighter.
He is a fighter.
Well, kind of when he was a kid, and that's
the thing. It's like that flashback sold me on the aspect that he was still like he still knew how to fight. He got him plenty.
Yeah, he could scrap.
Yeah. Well,
like
in other shows, when I see someone become a writer and then I see them throw hands, I'm like, how do you know how to fucking fight like that? Like, well, like even last season with Gotchard, like when Majade showed up, I'm like, how do you know how to fight, girl? Like, what you been doing?
I want to talk about that. I finished Gotchard, by the way. I binged it because I got to do my video ranking all the suits, and that was a chore.
Yeah, you want your time back, don't you? Don't you?
I want a lot more than my time back. I feel like I should be paid for that.
Get a refund on everything you bought, Gotchard.
Yes.
Everything from Gotchard should just be free from now on as like a courtesy to those. If you watched all of Gotchard, you just get free Gotchard shit. It's just like, here you go. It's like the Nintendo Ambassador program if you bought the 3DS back when it launched and they lowered the price. It's just like, here's your Ambassador games. They're free. We're never going to give these to anybody else. Here's the Gotchard Ambassador program. You sat through all of Gotchard. Here, just go ahead and get this new driver and get all of these Kemi cards. Just here you go.
Yeah. Binging it didn't make it more enjoyable.
While here, it's like the show is so finely seasoned that I'm just like, oh, every time I watch like these episodes back to back, I pick up on more of it. And even when I'm watching it the first time, there'll be moments in which I'll have to like pause and be like, let me run that back real fast. Because it's like you're going too quick with some of this info. Like in this episode, when we see Nirab looking through the notes for the Gavu, and we see Shoma's original like Gavu in there as well. It's like shit. It's like y'all put in like 2 seconds of footage, if even that just shows us so much. And I'm just like, I appreciate these kinds of things, these attention to details, because I like that. I like all of that.
I will say the pacing is really like I feel like nothing's rushed right now. And there's some parallels to the storytelling right now. Like, so you have like, was it Hanto and is it Suga, the weird scientist dude? Yeah. And then you also have Dente and Show. So you have literally 2 Kamen Riders and 2 scientists on like 2 separate like.
But then you have the villains and their scientists. And I'm just like, oh, I love me some mad scientists, and the fact we get 3 of them.
And there's definitely some infighting in Stomach Inc. because they like when the twins found out that the homeboy like already knew about the red Gavu, but he's like, I'm not gonna destroy it. This is interesting. I need to know more. And I'm like, so they're not even all their goals are aligned. And I'm like, there's a lot of moving parts, but none of it feels like it's holding your hand or it's thrown there. It's like little subtle conversations, and I'm like, okay, I like this. I like what's
there's a
going on.
lot of big picture story that I do feel that once we actually do get the big like revelations and stuff at the end,
it's
it'll
gonna be
feel
good.
so satisfying because it's like we've been like building up to something that we just don't know yet in multiple different fronts. It's like there's multiple plot threads going on simultaneously, which is something that I haven't seen executed well since like early Heisei. And they're just out here just making it work, and it's really good stuff. And that's one of the things that I really appreciate about this show, possibly just having the production time that it had, like literally starting as early as it did, because that allows them to possibly, if they progressed further in certain episodes, they were like, we just introduced something here. You think we should possibly edit a scene in a past episode so this would work better? Probably. It's like, I wouldn't doubt that they might have had moments like that during production. And since they were so far ahead of schedule, they could technically be able to work that in and make it work like seamlessly before it hit air date.
Yeah. And I'm glad we're not getting overwhelmed with forms, because I was wondering how the flavors of various stuff, like we have, the Zaku Zaku chips, then we have the spicy chips. It's just flaming swords. I'm like, good. It's not a whole nother form. I am glad that's how it's going to work. Cause like, I feel like we've had too many forms in recent years that are just throwaway.
Yes.
And we never see again. And I'm like, and then they get kit bashed 2 to 3 episodes later. Whereas this time I'm like, okay, flaming swords. I like that. It's a power up attack. That's just like the gummies have kicking and punching and regular popping. I was like, all right, because we have 2 other marshmallow forms, type of gochizos that we haven't seen yet. And I'm like, little things like that. I'm like, oh, good. I'm really hoping we don't get oversaturated forms. Like we're 6 episodes in and we've only had 2 new forms. That's it.
I mean, for Gavu, it's like, yeah, we've only gotten to 3 forms for him.
Yeah.
Even though, like, during the presser, we had like 5 of them. So the next episode is when we'll get the chocolate form. And then we still have no idea when Lollipop's going to show up.
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with that. I feel like that's going to be a very CG mecha form, kind of like.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if Lollipop will show up near the end. Not near the end, like near the end of the year, like what 01 did with that mech form.
Well, the thing is, I think it's still going to end up being like a physical suit. Like it's just going to be like big Chungus, and that's about it.
Well, like because like even with Gotcha, the Thunder Lightning Mecha one they did, there was a physical suit that it was like all CG for the fighting, and I was like, I kind of like how the fighting has been. Like with the episode before that, when he was in 5, when he was just in that alleyway with the 2 agents just fighting them, and I was like, give me this, give me these close like fighting, like no overly CG done out in the middle of nowhere in big fields. Like he's like there's like 10 feet between those buildings, and they're just right there 2v1 fighting.
Well, I mean, the fight choreography has indeed been hitting, and the thing is, it's like it hasn't even been that dynamic, because if you actually look at the breakdown of the fights, a lot of like going back to like the early fights, and even here, it's like for Gavu's own fighting, it literally was just like he's just scrapping, like he doesn't know how to properly fight yet. He's just out here swinging and just making it work. But as the show has progressed, it's like he's slowly getting a little bit more refined with his technique. Hanto's starting off the same way as well. So I like that we see like the gradual evolution to their fighting styles in here. They don't just already know what the hell they're doing. Like it's really refreshing, just the fact that we're getting like writers that are learning their skill set in real time and not actually like already I know what to do.
Right.
So it's really enjoyable stuff. Like even with the villains, because I really want none of the siblings to be like redeemable. Like I want them to just be bad guys.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I don't want redemption arcs.
No, I'm tired of
Any of
redemption
them.
arcs.
Same.
It's happening too often.
Because I'm just like, look, Shoma saw all of them are guilty of having his mom get glassed up. But Garoto was the one that dealt the like literally beating a dead horse. Like already pressed, but then no, I'm gonna cut that. While for Nito, since he's obviously toying around with Hanto for the time being, I feel like that's gonna be his personal vendetta on some things as well. So that's gonna be interesting on that front. And we'll see how the other ones end up getting worked into things regarding Rango, but I still end up seeing the twins possibly being like the first ones to go because they seem like the most inexperienced and the most that everybody is like hounding on.
Plus, they don't even they think they're keeping like the Red Gavu a secret, but everyone else already knows about it. So it's like realistically, I feel like everyone else is not communicating to them. They're kind of like the low level in the hierarchy scheme of things. And let's face it, all of Stomach Inc. is bad because they're basically candy drug dealers in their world. So it's like there's no redemption. And the twins make sense for them to be gone first because like they're basically in charge of the Granules that are on Earth. They're not really in the R&D or production. They're expendable in the scheme of things.
Yeah, even Rango said that before they got to their position, he was just having the agents do what they're already doing. So,
and their agents aren't even that good because he's like, do I got to use mine? Like,
yeah.
It's like your agents ain't shit. One of my agents can take out all of yours.
Yeah, but to be fair, like his agents did lose Shoma in the first episode, the very first episode.
That's true.
So
it's true. That's a good point.
So I hope he reduced those agents to scrap and was just like, nah, I need some new ones and just squirted some new ones out.
I want to know more about the agents because obviously they're the minions for Granules compared to like the Gochizos. And I'm like, well, like if there's different Gochizos based on the snacks he eats, like, do they have other minions? Like, where do they come out of? Like, where are they appearing from? Like,
well, that's why we got to know what they're eating. Like, what's their diet?
Yeah. Well, we know it's not candy because Dente had candy and everything was fine, which I was like, okay, they didn't outright say it, but watching the scene, we know human food doesn't work and do anything to Granules, which is something that didn't need to get explained to us. We got to see it in 30 seconds and it was right in front of you.
Yeah.
I like when things aren't explained to me and it's just shown in context instead.
But that's why previously in another video, I speculated that maybe the dark treats just make Granules incapable of producing agents because none of the monsters of the week that Shoma has fought have had agents of their own. But one reoccurring thing is the fact that they've all ate the dark treats. So I'm just like, that could be, since we now know that this is drugs, it could be a side effect of taking said drugs is that you can't produce
Makes them sterile
agents, which is why possibly Rango wants to get it into the hands of the upper echelon of Granules society, because then if they can't produce agents and the Stomach family can, well, there's an easy way they can just
take over.
Yes. So
as much as I want to know more about the Granule world and Stomach King and stuff like that, this would be the perfect opportunity. I don't know why the brand was done after Revice. We could have Gavu Legacy, like Stomach Inc. And it's like a little 5-6 episode thing on the side just to explain the inner workings, this and that. Like once they labeled it Revice Legacy, I was like, oh, can you imagine every season if we had a such and such show, Legacy, 5-episode arc, just to build some world building and not take away from moving along the plot and, you know, this and that, just on the side, like a little garnish. And I was like, we need content like that. Not little anime chibi stuff and school life videos that don't matter. And like, give me some more world building.
Well, the thing is, it's like, I do feel that given what we've gotten of Gavu so far, they probably have all of those plot points planned out within the episode. So we'll get those tidbits.
Yeah, they already got 2 episodes filmed by the time it was airing almost.
Yes. So the thing is, it's like they should be working their way into the 30s now if they haven't already, which is why my big concern is that that's when we'll have a tonal shift within the show because of Toei being cautious based off of the audience reception. Because even this episode, I'm just like, there's some scenes in here that I'm just like, look, I'm loving it, but I know some kids are probably gonna be like, ew, because you know, kids nowadays ain't built like back when we were kids. Like they just can't handle this kind of shit. So Toei's probably getting their complaints, and they're like, "Nah. We're gonna do a collab with Barney the dinosaur. We're just gonna bring in Barney, and he's just gonna be out here, and he's gonna literally just cook up. Hey, and we're not gonna beat up Granoots anymore. Right now, he's gonna friend them all. He's gonna friend all the Granoots. That's it. Hopefully, by then, his entire family's already dead." Because then they just move on to a different thing or a different enemy group. Because I'm just like, how long can some of these guys possibly stay alive?
Right.
So it's how that ends up going. But definitely, it's like this show's just too damn good. Like, what do y'all think the side effects are going to be of Hanto taking in that Granoot organ?
I was thinking like on the far end of like morbidness is like his body rejecting it, organ shut it down, like he dies. But then on the other side, it was like he just, in order to sustain having it inside of him, he has to eat dark treats, which would be a nice twist.
Yeah, that would be.
So
I didn't think of that, but that would literally suck for him.
Yeah, because then it's like, so now you have this secondary who's trying to get revenge for his mother and this and that, but then like at the same time, this item that's made from kidnapped people is what's going to keep him alive.
Yeah,
and I was like, then I was like, ooh, internal struggle and conflict. Yep. I like that.
God, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ash?
I know what Mark said. Like, I feel like he's either gonna have his moment where he can't. I feel like it's either gonna slowly kill him on the inside, or he's gonna have. I feel like we're gonna freaking have Shoma, and we're gonna have Hanto, and they're both gonna have those moments where they actually end up eating people because they lose control at some point, and that's gonna be their moment.
Well, the thing is, it's like I don't know if Granoots in general have a like if humans would be part of a regularly balanced diet, because clearly the dark treats are illegal, and it's probably illegal because they're consuming people.
Yeah,
you're talking like humans are a daily source of fiber for them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. It's like the way that Ash is phrasing it, it's making me think it's just like,
did you take your human one pill today?
Yeah, like, the well balanced meal of just a human a day keeps the doctor away.
Another thing. Can we all agree that like Suga or whatever his name is, he's evil, like 100%.
Almost all scientists are evil. What are you talking about?
Because I was thinking about it too, is like down the road something's gonna happen, and I feel like Dente's gonna like save Hanto, and he's gonna be excited to actually like work on a full human, not a half human. He'd be like, I've never been inside of a whole human. He just cuts him open. It's like, oh, you have a stone inside of you. Because like there's going to be something that, because like I already have a feeling Dente is going to like somehow work with Shoma more and this and that, and he's probably going to develop his upgrade form.
Oh yeah, there's no.
And then I was like, and then I was thinking also like, okay, because I don't like the future like think about stuff, but at the same time it's like, okay, Hanto has a foreign object inside of his body. Most bodies reject when foreign objects are inside of them. Suga, doing all this research, he obviously knows a lot more than he's leading on to, but I feel like something's going to happen where he's going to be out of the picture. Either he goes and teams up with Stomach Inc. because he wants more research because that's all he cares about, and will probably be in a situation where like Hanto needs to be saved by surgery. I want another surgery scene.
Or it could be a situation, since we already know that he's using Hanto as a guinea pig,
100%.
Where he gets to the point where he gets everything that he needs from Hanto, and it's just like, thanks, and then just like literally pulls out the organ out of him.
Oh, that'd be great.
And then it's just like, now I don't even have to implant it myself. It can just attach to this because you've developed this strong enough. Like, what if that organ, he was just literally just you having it inside of him to build up into something that he could use without it?
It might be my vast watching of horror movies, But there's always been those ones like the eyes with Jessica Alba, this that, where she got someone else's eyes translated and she started seeing visions of them. I was like, what if this brand new object inside of him like starts like kind of taking over?
It could be.
I was like, there's a lot of possibilities. And it's one of those things, if none of those things happen, I won't be disappointed, because that's just like me throwing like shit against the wall and seeing what sticks.
Mhm.
So it's like, none of those things happen, I won't be disappointed. But if they do, I was like, oh, that'd be cool though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like there's so many possibilities for how they could end up going in here, and so far, like they've surpassed my expectations on a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I was shocked. I was like, this is a Reiwa Kamen Rider right now? I was going back and thinking about the last couple years. I'm like, damn. I was like, 6 episodes into this, and I'm more confident in my liking of this series than previous.
Yeah, because even then, like I think we all universally agree that Geats had a really good like first 16 episode run, but I'm like, this first 6 episodes beats that. Like it beats that. Because at least tonally, it just
good 15 minutes.
Did it?
The wall doesn't make any sense. It's not alchemy. They were just moving the stairs to go to the door. Once that happened, I was like, I'm done. I was like, this makes no sense.
That wasn't even 15 minutes. That wasn't even 15.
I know, it was like 8 minutes. No, but like thinking about like how all of them started, like I is still a firm believer. I like Saber. I know a lot of people don't. I enjoyed it, you know.
But the thing is, it's like Saber's first like 19 episodes were like a slog, because they were almost every episode introducing new character.
That's the downside.
New character, and I'm just like, oh my god, stop introducing these new characters. I can't keep up with them.
And 01 had a good first like 5 or 6 episodes, I think. Like, or well, no, the first like 10 episodes of 01 I really enjoyed. Like almost all the shows I've enjoyed like the beginnings of, and there hasn't been one that I'm like from start to finish I'm like, this is good, this is great. But then again, right now I was like, hey, 6 episodes in, but like at least from what I've been presented with, I'm like, I am more confident that this is going to be consistent.
Yeah. Let me see, because I just saw High Tide out here said that there's no way that Suga has a sad backstory. That's the thing, is like we don't know his backstory yet.
Yeah.
And I feel like once we get more expounding on a lot of these different characters and we get their backstories fleshed out, then a lot of their thought processes are going to start like hitting in, because there's got to be some reason why Suga wants to eliminate the Granu. We just don't know why.
I swear, if he's just a Granu with a human form that was like excommunicated from freaking Stomach Inc. as their old research and development, because they mentioned other like another scientist, not just Dente, when they were like briefly, I don't know if it was episode 5 or 6 with their R&D. So I was just like, because they don't care about Dente, but I'm like, if they gotta have other scientists there. So I'm like,
well, the thing is, I'm really hoping that he's not a Granu scientist and that he is all human, because once again, it's like when Hanto goes to bust into like his home, like he's sleeping on the couch, he's out here, he's got a half-ate ramen noodles and stuff on there. I'm just like, he's just out here like living the human life. Like there's nothing in here that like screams he's a Granu, especially with all like the biology books that he's got going on over there.
Well, he's got to learn human biology.
That's true, because it's like a lot of the things in the background were human organs and stuff.
Yep.
So.
Also, one little thing brushed over, that was it Sachika or whatever her name is the one who named the Gochizos because she thought they were toys. I thought it was because I was wondering when they were gonna like call them Gochizos, and they were all hiding in this. And I also like that they're kind of like his like spies around the city.
Yeah, they're officially his agents now. Like now that we've seen how the agents work, he's like, I'm gonna treat these guys like my own agents, and they're just gonna go around and hunt for me, like figure out all these Granutes. And I'm just like, look, that works, because usually most writer shows, either the enemy just falls into their lap or they just suddenly know where the fuck the bad guys are. But here it's just like, no, he literally got the intel on where to go. And it's not like they weren't already doing that. Like on instinct, they already do that for him. Because I think the only time that he didn't have a Gochizo notify him was episode 1, where he just conveniently, had to track down Hajime because he left his shells. But every other instance has been the Gochizos going to him.
I also like that Suga just swiped chocolate Gochizos again. Like he just scooped up 4 of them. And I was like, and I was thinking about it, I was like, oh yeah, because Hanto can't produce Gochizos. I was like, and they're basically expendable after each use. So I'm like, Okay, I wonder. I was like, what if Shoma just stops eating chocolate?
He could do that. Like it's just like just to punish you. I know you're using my little guys, so I'm going on a chocolate.
Yeah.
Like
He's like, I'm giving up chocolate. And all of a sudden, they're like, hey, how about chocolate covered marshmallows? He's like, shit. All right. I don't know if you saw in the private chat, I put a link to the thing. I'm getting one of those. They're custom made.
Yeah, I saw.
I need that display. That is great. Like, I don't know why. Like, because I'm like, oh, I could probably just 3D print one, but I'm like, I'd rather just get it already done. I don't feel like it. I'm lazy.
For those that don't know what Mark's talking about, it's a little thing you can attach their Gochizos to, so they have the wings and the halo of them being dead.
That's nice.
Yeah. I was like, I need that.
I'm surprised they didn't come out with a dock like that themselves. They should have.
You know, it's Bandai too. You think they would want the money?
Yep. You would think, but then no, not at all.
If we're not talking about the episode anymore, the toy situation with Gavu is very frustrating.
Why?
The Gochizos. That's why. Okay. I thought the Gachard cards were going to be obnoxious. This is worse because there's so many different release styles. So I'm getting all the SG stuff, but they just released in all the Gashapons machines all the legendary riders now in secondaries, and they're not getting the releases in the boxes yet. They're coming down the road, but the SG ones come in like, you know, regular like square boxes and stuff like that. But then apparently the DX ones are coming in individual wrapped candy bags, like the 3-pack one that I had before. They're coming in individual bags, but once again, like we talked about before, there's chase variants. And then they also have they have Gashapon, DX, SG, and then there's another versions that are being released also. But they're all being released on different time frames. So it's like right now, if I want all the Legend Riders that aren't being released in the actual DX line in Candy Toy line, I gotta go get Gashapon ones, which they don't sell just in boxes. So I have to find third party like Bai or anything or Madarake and stuff like that. And it's like these people are pricing them out pretty high right now. I feel like people in Japan are starting to realize the people in the US are buying their Kamen Rider stuff.
Plus, it's probably because since the show's actually good, now for a lot of people that at first were like, I don't like the driver, I'm probably not going to end up getting this. But now that they're like, the show's good, they're like, I'm kind of tempted to get this shit because the show's actually good. So
that's why I held off on the last amount of Kemi cards I needed, because they're dropping like crazy in price down to like under $1. Even Legend Rider cards are being like $1.50. That
look, even the
like
listings
20,
that they have on Amazon, I noticed have dropped down in price.
Yep.
So you can get like the boxes for $26 on Amazon right now.
Yeah. That's why everyone was paying like 60, 70. I was like, why? Like the boxes themselves retail in Japan for like 13 or 14. And they'll probably be in the 20s eventually when people stop buying them. But yeah, the Gogeta stuff. And then I really like the Valen Buster, but I feel like we're not going to get like a premium Bandai Memorial style one, because I want it, but I don't like that it's.
Yeah, the thing is, some people were doing some size comparisons, and they think that the Valen Busters DX is about close to the show size.
I've seen videos.
I
feel like it's not. I feel like it's probably like 60 to 70% the size of the regular one, if not a little bit smaller. It's probably like around like 60 to 65% of the full size one.
Thing is, I'm just not a big fan of like the belt with the holster for it, because I'm just like, it's literally just a chocolate bar.
Yeah,
there's nothing for
I
me.
I did like that he had the chocolate wrapper over him and he ripped it off to show the form during the henshin. I was like, that was pretty.
Now that was great. I didn't like how it looked like straight up diarrhea when he was
I made that joke. I made that joke in my video. I was like, oh man. I was like, I know how it feels. I've had Taco Bell before.
All over your body?
Yes. No.
And then the way that he did the finisher, I was just like, that looks gross. Like, there's just no way that a mushroom covered in chocolate does not.
Mm.
That is, they knew what they were doing.
I wanted to make a lot of like Majin Buu jokes for like turning people into candy and chocolate, but then I was like, I don't want to make two. I was like, I want to talk about the show in my review. I don't want to make two, like make the whole thing just anime and TV show references the whole time.
Look, I mean, I made a reference to the Diddy Dozen, so
It's true.
yeah. Which 1,000 is a Diddy Dozen. Now that you know, 1,000. That's the Diddy Dozen. No, but it's still like this is such a damn good episode. Like it's the thing is, it's like the previews also are very kind of underwhelming because you watch the previews and you're like, all right, it looks like we might get some stuff next week, but it doesn't look like anything that I'm just like, oh man, some shit's gonna happen. And then you get to the episode and you're like, oh my god, everything in here is just amazing.
I don't watch the previews oddly enough. Once the episode's over, I kind of just stopped the video because I was like, I don't want to know about the previews.
Well, I mean, I still watch the previews just to see what happens because the thing is, in recent years, I found that some shows tend to take creative liberties with their previews versus others. And I learned that from Down Bros because the Down Bros like previews were completely misleading. They would change tones of characters. They would splice in like voiceovers that don't match with what the scene actually is in the final cut to make it look different. Like the most memorable one is the one that looks like there's zombie Taro, but then when you get to the actual show, it's just like, nope, he's just getting into a grade school fight. That's it. But the preview was just like completely a 180 from what we actually got. And then here, it's kind of like the opposite. They're underselling what the next episode's going to be. And then you get to the episode and it's just like, whoa, was not expecting that. And that's why it's working because it looks like next episode we're going to already get some sort of rivalry between Hanto and Shoma, but probably only on like the writer set of things where it's like, I'm going to go do things my way, that type of shit. But I'm like, if you're Shoma, you could be like, well, I'm just going to stop eating chocolate so you can't do shit your way. Because it's like, you literally need my chocolate. Yeah. Like, you need my dookies. If you don't get my dookies, then you can't transform. It's just like, I'm going to try shoving this chocolate in your face. Nope. Imagine if we do get an episode like that. Like, he just gets mad at Hanto and it's just like, well, I'm just not going to eat chocolate. And then he's just trying to shove chocolate all into his meals. It's like, no, he's going to eat some chocolate. I'm going to need it. Mm. I mean, we know that the show's going to end up getting to, like, comedic points. It just hasn't gotten there yet. But I'm just like, if the intro's any vibes, once the trio is fully set up, then we'll start getting, like, a lot of those comedic scenes between them. At least that's just what I get from the intro.
Yeah, I'm also wondering because everyone thought what's her name was going to be like the third rider, and I'm like, well, then now that we know that what's needed to be a Kamen Rider in this series' world, I was like, well, they'd have to have her have surgery too, then.
Unless they find some other way to.
I was thinking that too because I was like, well, we do have Dente now, and I was like, well, I'm sure he would like to do more research and find out. I was like, but then at the same time, I'm like, we don't need that many riders. Like, I'm hoping no one in Stomaching turns into a freaking rider.
I'm already predicting a dark Kamen Rider. Like,
I'm okay with a dark one. I thought Suga would end up being like probably like an evil Kamen Rider because he didn't want to test the Valen Buster and stuff out on himself.
No,
he has Hanto as a guinea pig.
He originally said it's just like in terms of Kamen Rider stuff, like earlier on, that it's just like that he was going to transform.
Yeah.
And then he redirected it to Hanto once he got that sappy backstory. And it's just like, or you can.
Yeah. Instead, he's probably just trying to perfect the technology so he's guaranteed he's successful with no side effects.
And even then, it's just like, I do feel like if we get a third rider, it's going to end up being like a Granute with like a reverse operational standpoint. Because I'm just like, now that Nira is out here like studying Shoma and Hanto at the same time and seeing what things are going on while looking at the research notes that Dente left behind, I wouldn't doubt that he's gonna like start experimenting on Granoots, trying to make their Gavu into something that could make them transform into some Rider-esque thing.
Yeah.
And then we get an evil Rider. But the thing is like when I did my review, I was thinking at that moment, if he makes an evil Rider, but they're like a Granoot with like part human aspects to them, because it's like he's got to try and work in like some human things to do the opposite of what they did with Hanto. Then what if that one, even though they start off as evil, ends up turning heel and becomes a good guy? And I'm just like, that would make it even more Showa-esque than anything, because they would literally start off as like the bad guy and then be like, oh no, I'm joining the squad. And I'm just like, that would be it. That would be the only redemption arc I would accept, is like you get in someone that is made evil against their will, but then they turn to the side of good. Turn against their creators. See, it's just like straight Showa.
As long as
and
it's
then,
not
and then you know Sachika can be Tackle.
Yeah.
Doesn't get to be a writer in name, just she's just Tackle. She'll be Headbutt, and that'll be her name. There it is. Make all the jokes you want.
I'm not gonna. TOS.
Oh. We've said worse stuff.
That's true. I've said worse stuff. It's like Exhibit A. We just pulled up a clip from like a couple months ago. It's like, nah, I didn't say that.
Damn, Hopper, why are you hating on Sachika so bad? You don't want her to become a writer?
She's just trying to help the world and make it a better place.
So it's like, I need her tragic backstory, because clearly there's got to be a reason why she wants to make everyone happy. Like,
I'm laughing at something really like not that entertaining. Like, she didn't get something she wanted for Christmas one year and it made her sad, so she never wanted anyone to be sad ever again.
So she dressed up as Santa Claus forever?
Yep.
Well, it is what it is. All right, so anybody else got any two more cents for Gavu this week? Because it's just like, look, it's a show that just keeps on giving, like good shit.
Gavu's still good.
It's one of those that like when I wait, and you know it's good when the subbers literally like sub it 2 hours after it drops. I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. I haven't seen a turnaround this fast since like some episodes of Geeks. Keyword some episodes. Meanwhile, Outsiders still sitting unsub. Look, Outsiders takes like a month to get subbed, so
yeah.
People are like, we'll do it when we get a break, when there's like a break in the production stuff, so we can get around to this thing. But nobody want to talk about it.
I'll eventually watch Outsiders. I watched like just obviously the Garen King form episode, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But even then, I skipped all the parts that Tachibana wasn't in because I was like, that was boring. Show the form. That's all I want to see in the Henshin.
Hopper says, I just hate slang saying weird wig wearing barely there being people. What? No offense. What are you talking about? I've no idea. What is that sentence?
I never got any of that.
Yeah.
I would say it's missing punctuation, but it's missing like actual words.
Yeah, I'm confused by everything in that statement. Apparently people hate this episode of Outsiders. Okay. I mean, apparently Outsiders is over with the episode after this one, but I don't believe that. It's Takahashi we're talking about. He's going to be, Cloudy, don't listen. Wherever you are, don't listen. But I feel Takahashi's going to fuck himself up into writing more shit.
I don't know anyone who's like obsessed with Outsiders, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't even know anyone who's been like keeping up with it because it's tough when you don't know like the full consistent release schedule of episodes. It's been like 2 years and we're on episode 6 or 7.
Yeah, and I think it's just because they're trying to line up all the different actors' schedules in order for this to work. And it's just like, you shouldn't have gone so ambitious with your fucking crossover.
Mm-hmm.
They could have had everything already done for the whole Outsiders like series and then waited. to
They
release
could
everything.
have.
There's no real. You don't gain anything from releasing as you is. Like there's not like there's merch for it.
And then the issue is, yeah, it's like they could make the merch ready to drop like when those things come out, but then like the episodes drop and it's like there's no merch that coincides with the releases of them.
Yeah, except for they do the acrylic stands that actually release sometimes around it. But I think like what we're just now getting Zine's driver like at some point. Like, but I don't think that's going to come out till, like, early next year.
Yeah, there was like a tease of that, and it's just like, yeah, there's no point to any of that. Like Garen's King form and shit like that, you don't see anything.
Trust me, the second that gets announced or even hinted at, I will know, and everyone else will know because that's all I'm going to talk about.
Which reminds me, that toy comes out soon because I have that pre-ordered.
What is?
The Decker Red like changer from the 20th anniversary.
Meh.
Blah blah something for $5 says, if Sachika becomes a writer, I hope they don't pull a Majade and have her probably debut in a movie, then the episode after, and expect us all to have already seen it.
I forgot that happened in that one show.
And then be like, I'm out of juice. I can't use it yet. For like a whole 3 episodes. It's like, oh, you're still out of juice. And then towards the finale, I'm out of juice. I can't do this right now. And then suddenly, like at the finale, I can do it again. Okay. Meanwhile, your dad gets a whole fucking insert song. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
I don't want Sachika to end up getting a form that they've used specifically in their winter film. Like, I don't want anybody, like, it better be like a movie form exclusive type thing and not something that is fully instrumental towards the plot point of the show. So I definitely don't want any of that. Like, let that shit go off elsewhere. So, plus this God chart, I don't want to have like plot relevant shit happen with God chart related stuff, especially if they're going to end up tying it together like how they did, technically implying how God chart is connected to the whole of every other writer show. Yay. But yeah, I don't need that on there. Speaking of movies, well, not really speaking of movies. I guess, Ash, do you have anything else to add?
Garb good. I'm still enjoying Garb, like seeing where it goes.
All right, because the other thing is, so obviously, like y'all were talking about it before the stream, and I was made aware of it, like the heritage auctions that they got going on. So I don't know if anyone's seen this, but there's some props being sold up pretty soon at the heritage auctions.
30 years of history.
And I'm almost tempted to get, I don't know what the English name is of it, but it is Geki Ranger's Bae.
Wait, what?
The fly from Geki Ranger.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was listed up on there, and I was just like, you know what? Even though he's technically dead within my continuity of my reviews, it's like, getting that prop, though. Like the physical prop. But am I willing to shell out $500 and then some just to potentially get it?
You'd have it like sit on the mantle. It'd be good to put there.
Now, I haven't seen everything that is listed on there. I've only seen that and like the Beetleborgs helmets. Is there anything else of importance that's on there?
Well, that's on the first page as well. On the first page, they've also got like the Black RX suit or the Masked Rider suit up for auction as well, which surprised me because that shows that they're just getting rid of everything that they've probably had lying around. What else have we got there? Like I said, they've got the O-Ranger baby at the end. If you've seen O-Ranger, they've got that there.
I'll have to get this thing loaded up. Let me.
I think it's like further on in the pages.
Oh yeah, I forgot you weren't there when me and Ash were talking about it because you were restarting.
No, I only caught like the tail end of what you guys were talking about.
Listen, guys, I'm not saying there'll be a live stream because I think the auction is live when we're going to be live next week because it's Friday, isn't it? I think it's the 17th or the 18th.
believe so.
Yeah, I think we're actually going to be live when, and I'm not saying that I'll be live streaming it. I'm just saying, does this count towards Toku debt?
Yes. If you get
I'll
it this
retire.
year.
Oh, listen, I'm just saying. There's a lot of people on social media like, oh, like, we should not and let actors and everyone else, like, that's cool, but like, have you met me? Like, there's some stuff I need. And I think, and since there's Beetleborg stuff and that's not, I was hoping there'd be like, other stuff because I feel like it's everything Saban had in that time frame. Because I believe there's like a Ninja Turtles, like one of the helmets from like when they crossed
the thing
over.
is, I'm seeing so much Ninja Steel shit.
And a Masked Rider and a Masked Rider.
Yeah, there's the Masked Rider stuff in there.
So yeah,
I was kind of hoping there'd be some VR Trooper stuff in there. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
So I just typed it on here, and I see like all of like this Ninja Steel stuff on here just available. And it's
Do you know the type of videos I would make? Not on YouTube.
Oh shit! They got Metal Hero.
Yes, yeah, they have so much stuff in there.
Wow! Like, how do they got the Jiraiya suit? And they just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna put this up for auction. The whole Jiraiya suit. Wow.
Yeah, I want that. My thing is like some of the shows, their stuff is split. Like, so it's not always the same show in the same lots, which is really just like horrible.
Oh my God,
I was like, I wish it was more like
that
is nightmare fuel. I want that.
I saw it.
That looks like one of the masks from Killer Clowns from Outer Space with how bad it's deteriorated.
Yeah, that looks bad. Ooh.
And I'm here for it. I need it. Now we do have to clarify because it was actually like cleared up because Simon Bennett did some interviews recently. Everything, and he talked about this, everything that's in this auction is everything that like Saban and Disney, they had none of this stuff is from Toei. Like, so a lot of the suits they had to recommission and make, and any of the helmets and any of the stuff that was given to them by Toei, they sent back. All the helmets they had to actually, they couldn't make their own. They had to have Toei commission the helmets for them. Like, I need that Red Zeo suit. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I'd wear all the stuff too. If I went in this, I'm wearing it. I don't care.
That's definitely
I'm dry clean it. I'm gonna dry clean them.
Part of the visor is already like popping out on this one.
Yeah.
Well, how long ago was this? That was what, 1996?
96
when they were filming it. Like,
the Galaxy Glider.
Oh,
yeah.
See, and like a lot of the lots are like so large of all the stuff in them. I'm like, man, I wish they were smaller lots because this is gonna drastically like. Like, I want some of the animatronic stuff because I love animatronics, and it'd be kind of cool to see an actual like animatronic in person and how those connect to like the controller boards and everything. Because I'm not opposed to having like an animatronic right here dancing. I want that.
God, I forgot about this costume.
I could wear that. I could be a little Magnet Defender.
I just didn't realize how many of villain suits and this and that had to be like recreated and not just like sent over by
this is a lot more suits. Wow, they're already just getting rid of Masters. Wow.
No, all the Cosmic Fury stuff's in there too.
What like, shit? That did not last long at all. God damn.
I need that. I need
they literally
that.
said, like, we're done with this. We're never gonna use this ever again.
The only good suit they've done in the last like decade.
I know.
It's like Super Shredder, but Zed. I need it. That's great. I'll send you the little fly thing, Zio, because I know you have an attachment to that.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was just like, I don't know if I'm willing to shell out $500 for this prop, but I do kind of want it just because I'm just like, it was a staple part of a whole year of reviews for me. So
you think that lot's gonna go for 500?
Yeah, I really don't think that a lot of this.
That'll be like this. I don't know. Like, it's. Someone at Hasbro is going to buy a new car, a couple new cars by the time this auction's over.
Oh, absolutely. This
But I do wish stuff was like better organized by show or by type. Like here's like a lot of morphers, and then here's a lot of, suits from say 1993 to 90, 6. Like more better organized. I feel like they kind of, it's almost like they went like when you go watch Storage Wars and they're like, okay, what's in this contain unit, and they open up like, okay, all this stuff's just gonna be lot 1, even though it's
oh
like
my god, the movie costume for the what? Wow.
They've deteriorated so much.
Yeah, that looks like shit.
Because I saw the red one and the yellow one, and they are just they're falling apart like crazy. They're almost as bad as the Ninja Turtles first live action movie suits that are just rotted away. They didn't store them properly.
Oh, the actual Gold Ranger helmet, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although, like I said to Mark, you could probably I wouldn't fret too much on the helmets. You can probably get Stickosaurus to make one for you.
Yeah,
at a good price. So, because those helmets are probably like rotten and stinky.
I think the entire aspect of buying something like this for me would just be the fact that it was actually used in the filming process.
That as well. That as well.
Because it's like you got to bet that the majority of these actors, like they've have seen so many helmets come across their desk, and they probably have a few of their own helmets like already like that have been made.
That's why I saw like actors, someone were like, oh, I didn't even get any helmets, just that. But it's like, I've seen you at conventions with helmets on your table. Like, I get there's nostalgia because you wore it on the set, but I was like, I feel like these newer ones are cleaner, better material. They're probably more comfortable than that too. Like those things are probably musty, moldy, and
because I think I still remember when Austin St. John was talking about meeting Geki in real life, and he was given like the original helmet. It was just like, don't break that really expensive fiberglass and all that stuff. And it's just like, God, fiberglass. Which back then with that kind of ingenuity is crazy. But that one SPD helmet recolored in space. God, so much shit. Like, is the bidding on everything starting off at $500, or are some of these going for higher than they start? Let me see. It doesn't say. Oh, the actual like Quasar sabers too.
Yeah, that as well.
Oh,
that's something I would actually want to bid for, like the Quasar sabers, the Galaxy gliders. That's something I wouldn't mind getting.
Well, I like how one prop just like, yeah, you could tell that's the foam one, and then one's like, yeah, this is the one that was used in the nicer shots.
Yeah, the non-action shots.
I just my god, they literally get the props for the megas, like for the transformations. Wow, Toei was literally just giving them shit then.
Well, no, I think they made their own as well. A lot of stuff is like replicas. Most of the stuff that Toei gave them, they sent back. They also did make a lot of replicas.
But the stuff for like in space Mega Ranger was stock footage. I don't remember like original footage of any of this stuff.
Because at PMC 2 years ago, they had a lot of stuff on display and how they did, and they were like, "Yeah, we have the one." They're like, "This is the ones that were in like Japan. They used. We send them back, but then we have replicas we made our own in case we wanted to do other sequences filmed."
Yeah.
Oh, that's seen better days, better paint jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Some caked on paint jobs going on there.
And also, we don't know if these are photos they took specifically for this auction, or if those are the photos they just have from an inventory standpoint.
Goldar, what's happening?
That's the one I was trying to say.
You got Vitiligo.
You can have the head of Serpentera.
Yeah,
that's what I want. That and the Shogun Megazord, the Thunder Megazord. I'm like,
oh yeah.
Oh, that looks like the adhesive.
Zio,
is
think
not
of the
sticking on
bits. Think of the bits that
Oh,
could be done.
Yes,
Like,
if I had the money, if I had that like glorious big baller YouTuber money, but I
I
don't.
don't even mess with Power Rangers like on that level, and I'm just like, man, like
The amount of shit that you could film with this kind of stuff.
behind a paywall.
Yes.
I haven't said if I did like win any of them, like I'd probably like there's a few people I'd probably hook up with something, but other than that, I'm like, nah, you ain't getting nothing.
Oh, the
I was like, if
RPM
there's stuff for
checks.
seasons I don't like, I'm like putting that shit on eBay. I'm recouping my losses.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
who wants that stuff?
there it
Like,
is. There it is. Who bidding on this one, y'all? Like, who getting in on this one? Trying to be that Champagne Ranger.
Oh, I forgot it was called that at
Nah.
one time.
I'm good. And it was what, the Zenith Ranger? Is that what it was
Yeah,
called?
the
Zenith
Zenith Ranger.
Champagne Ranger, whatever they
I'm
want to
done
call it. Time Fire.
Ew, gross. This suit.
Ugh,
Sentinel Knights.
I'm
God, I hate that suit so much.
I honestly just want all the
Ew.
monster suits.
Ah, these outfits. I hate these outfits
Yeah.
with a passion. Like every time they
Is that
transform into
that from
shit.
that ninja season?
No, that's
This is
from
from-
Samurai when they transform.
Oh, I never
Yep.
seen that.
Literally during their transformation sequence, they're wearing this.
I don't know
like
if it's on this
I saw a
page.
tweet. I saw a tweet. It was the best thing ever. They're like, they're selling the actual Cosmic Fury suits before they actually released and sold toys for it.
Now, this would be something I would want right here. God.
Oh yeah, no stuff like that. Like if they had the white Tiger Zord one, like I would. That's money's going in that lot. Like
Well,
what's
you
that
could,
Cosmic
you
Fury
could get the
morpher?
proper memorial Cosmic Fury morpher.
Yeah, you can get the good version.
Yep.
I've seen people modify the one that got released in stores like to look better than that. Even I was like, wow, I'm shocked because that morpher's trash.
Oh, yay, those shitty A Squad outfits from SPD.
the freaking motocross gear.
Yeah, no, this is no, not at all.
I was going through like all the lots and everything, and I didn't realize there's more seasons I haven't seen than I have seen of Power Rangers. Like it's pretty bad.
They're ugly cockpits.
Although that Dark Ranger or whatever from Cosmic Fury, that's such a good suit though. I like that design still. That was like the best thing to come out of that show.
Oh, literally, there's civilian Fitstone in here. Oh, Rancic, even with the fucked up arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get fucked up arm action right there. Oh, the astronauts from the beginning of Power Rangers.
I need that.
Wow.
Oh.
And it says pair of astronaut costumes, so it's a twofer. You get both.
Yeah.
I need that. I need that so much. It looks like a beekeeper costume just painted white with the way the helmet is. That's not even a proper astronaut helmet.
Oh, the SPD, like actual SPD mode. SWAT. We got SWAT. Ew, gross. Man, this just tells me that Power Rangers live action, they ain't crossing over with nobody.
No.
If it ever comes back, there's no crossovers.
I haven't looked at everything that's listed, but if it's all the props, shouldn't both of Billy's cars be in this lot in this auction then?
Oh, it should be, yeah.
I'm not saying I want them, but I do. What in the hell are those melted putty masks?
Yeah.
Pair
You
of
can get
study patrollers. That looks so gross. Oh, this is from Dino Charge. Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah. It's ET.
But having the actual morphers on there though, that's still like
Yeah. makes me realize like
Mercury
I
stuff.
feel like JDF stole the most merch then from them while they were filming because they always talked very very openly about taking stuff from sets, and as I'm like, I see everything else. I'm not seeing a lot of different Tommy fits on there.
Ooh, the astronomer costumes. Group of
Ooh.
6
No,
hero.
You get
So
all
you get
six.
all 6 of her outfits.
No, do you get the wigs?
No.
Is that what they mean? You
I
get all the
don't.
wigs?
I don't listen. I don't trust you, Zio. I don't trust you around that costume. There'll be a whole Buffalo Bill situation. You're just walking up to a mirror, smoking a cigarette while you wear it. Nope. Deplorable.
I don't know if you've
Robo
seen
Rita.
it. Yeah, Robo Raider, but spoilers, but they do have the Ninjetti costumes in here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there they are. There they are.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, this is literally like all of Power Rangers just being sold off.
Mm-hmm.
Like we knew Hasbro wasn't gonna do anything anyways. Like I'm sorry, but like when everyone's like, "Oh, they could reuse these for filming and this and that," I'm like, I'm sure that, like I said, they're gross. A lot of them are deteriorated. You're better
Yeah.
off just building new
This
stuff.
helmet looks gross. This is like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, like there's been no situation at all where you need any of the like 1995 like Power Ranger movie stuff and filming.
Yeah, I don't think they're clamoring for like a
Oh,
samurai.
Tina's outfit. When
Yeah, you can get a bug outfit.
let me see. I was only searching Power Rangers. I guess I gotta search Saban Entertainment to find the other ones.
Or you can do a Hasbro. So that's all Hasbro's lot.
Let's see. Entertainment.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, but that's just regular people selling other shit. I'm assuming now.
Yeah, that don't mean I won't buy it.
Let's see. Costumes. There we go. Let me see. Yeah, it's all part of this auction line, but I'm trying to see where the other ones are that are on here, but it all seems to be, yeah, it's just that. So it has to be Saban Entertainment. Entertainment. Just see the rest of these because I'm just like, there it is. There it is. And it's the bad. Well, obviously, like if you've seen Saban's Masked Rider, when we were watching it on Toku Rewind, they would do these really bad shots of the suit and it looked terribly. So this is obviously a recreation. This is not the original one. But God, this looks terrible. This looks like ass. This one looks like it's seen some shit. While this one's a little bit more pristine, but yeah, no, that don't look good. That don't look good at all. The proportions, like he looks like he's literally wearing a diaper. Like it's
yeah.
Maybe it's the mannequin
It's like
that got him on or what. But
remember, I don't know if they still make them. Remember when you were a kid, the whole life vest that would go over completely and hook underneath. That's what it looks like when you want to take a little kid in the pool.
Oh, I would want this one though. This is
Wait, right next to that, like 2 down on the left corner. The corner is that.
Which one? You trying to get Diva Talks?
Possibly.
You got some things planned out for that?
Don't worry about it.
Gross.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's from the crossover. It's so it's poor. Yeah.
That looks so bad.
You know what? Be freaked out. Go look up the ones from the original first live action Turtles movie. They're even worse than that.
Oh no! Oh, it's like a corpse. It's the case.
So I've seen how these warehouses are up in like Hollywood and this and that. Most of the time they just have them upright, like on mannequins, and or even on stands. And they just leave them out in the open in like a warehouse with no temperature, climate control, or anything like that inside. It's sad how they treat
antenna's all bent on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if there's anything else in here that's that I haven't seen already. Oh,
You know, I forgot they gave Leo and Donatello basically do-rags.
Splinter. Oh, well, that one's not too bad. The thing is, I never noticed the eye holes on these suits, like back when I was
Yeah,
watching
underneath the
like the
nose.
show, but now I can
Above the
actively
nose, yeah.
see them.
How much to put one of those on your head without disinfecting it first?
I'd probably catch some disease that like has been
Probably
sitting dormant.
like asbestos inside there.
Yep.
Is that Scorpina costume? Oh shit.
Oh yeah. You know, at least Finster's looking all right.
Yeah. Horse is already gray, so you can't tell how bad it is. There you go.
No.
Yeah.
Not the
black
Shadow
right there.
Borg.
Oh.
Yep.
Forgot they named him Shadowborg.
Yeah, we just finished watching the 6-parter like a couple weeks back on Beetleborgs. That's good suit.
Hmm.
All right, let me see if there's anything else.
Apparently if you click on them, you get more images to scroll through. I did not know that.
Yeah, there's here they are. Oh,
I need all those. That's like the number one thing I want is these helmets.
did like what? God, the damage on this.
I know.
I was surprised this is as scuffed up as it is, even though they only used it for like 3 episodes.
I just want to know if the rest of the Furbus is there so I can buy it. So the person who bought the Furbus head cannot have a complete Furbus. That is the only thing I care about. Because I was at work and I didn't get to buy it on eBay, and someone else bought it. I deserve it. So if there's if the Furbus rest of the body's on there, I don't care. I'm buying it because I'm petty.
Let's see if they get some additional photos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have like all the.
Oh, you get the easy win button.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, that's how they look like on. Wow. Inversion broken. Like it's the back side of the buttons. The side you don't see. Well, let me see more of this.
You can see the back of the head. That's probably like gonna be really bad.
Oh no! Oh, what happened? What? Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh. Even yeah, the eyes
teeth are creepy. It's the teeth.
The lips are droopy. The eyes are looking in different directions. This is oh no.
Oh god, the whole side of his face, like basically is like zombified.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like they literally look like heads, like decapitated heads that just been out there. Oh god. What they used to look like.
Yeah, it's like you shouldn't have the comparison photos.
Remember how they used to look like.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the VR Trooper shit isn't here on here.
I know, that's what's bothering me, because like I was hoping for that. Like there's some VR Trooper stuff, and then I was like, I think didn't Saban get the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad? Wasn't that Saban also?
No, I thought that was
no. That was on that was on
on UPN back in the day.
Yeah,
so
that station has said so many different. I almost said TNN. Or CW or many various iterations of
because the thing is, it's like for VR Troopers, not only did they have the Metal Heroes outfits, but they repainted several of the Sentai helmets for their transformation sequence.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm surprised they didn't have any VR Trooper stuff. At least from what I saw, I didn't look at everything. Some of the stuff I got distracted, and I was like, oh, cool.
Well, even for let me see if there is anything. Let's see, VR Troopers. Nope. Masked Rider is the only thing is just these 3. So I guess that the head was like the only thing from Furbus that they had. I guess.
Yeah.
because this is the only suit that they have from there. I'm surprised they didn't have the motorcycle or the car.
Yeah.
Actually,
I was like,
they didn't even have most of the vehicles on here. I mean, there was like a couple of motorcycles on there.
From what I found out is anything this is everything they have. So anything that's not here that was a prop, it was either severely damaged or it got thrown away. They just basically scrapped it. So anything so out of the 30 years of all the props and everything I have, if stuff is not shown here, it's been thrown away or other people have it already or it's privately sold before that. Well, no, it's not that Toei has them. Toei already got their stuff when filming's over. But they also replicated a lot of stuff for filming. There's still a lot of stuff they have, but there's a lot of stuff we know that was made here for the shows that, like the cars and little things like that. They just tossed it.
Oh my god, so much.
And it's not like Hasbro's hurting, and I don't. It's not like Hasbro's hurting for money because they're making money. Like I feel like this is just they're definitely starting from scratch over with this brand.
Yeah. That's why I'm like seeing all that. There's not going to be any future crossover. If they do manage to get another live action entry in there, don't count on any crossovers ever.
I'm okay with that. I like. What's the point of using these older things? Like, do I think it's cool if they would have gave them to like the actors and this and that? But it's like, okay, but did you guys try asking? Because a lot of them are like, oh, I wish they gave it to me. Like, did you try asking? Just thought out like, hey, let me get that shit. And also, I know a lot of them like, oh, we could wear them. I could fit it. Like, some of you cannot fit in those suits anymore. So
yes, that's why Kaku Ranger made the joke that they did during their 30th of them going back into their suits, and they're like, it hurts.
Yeah,
they don't fit.
My thing was just like, I get like the nostalgia of like you wore this suit, but like if you're just gonna have it on display in your house or like no one's gonna know if you get one commissioned. Yeah. You know, like anytime I met Rangers back in like early 2000s up to like 2015, and they had the helmets, isn't that? I didn't know any better that wasn't the helmet they had on set. How am I supposed to know? It's got the clasp on the side. It's really good. Like with replicas and prop makers out there now, like if you want something, like you could. That's why I'm like, hey, if I win anything, that's cool. If I don't, like I can hit up someone and get props made.
Plus, some of these actors, like they produce their own merch all the time. What's stopping them from literally just making proper actual replicas? They definitely got the income for it because they make a lot of bank from just doing convention scenes in general. So I don't know why there's a need to be like, oh, let's just buy these and then donate them to them. Why?
Yeah, no, like that's why I'm just like, it's 2024 with the technology and everything else. Hell, Elon Musk is making Optimus robots, which I feel like their lawsuit just for the name. I'm already training to fight them because I saw the videos of them talking, and I need to fight those robots. But I was just like, with the technology now with resin printers, 3D printers, they have the conveyor belt 3D printer. You could print the glider thing from in space. Like, yeah, you could print anything, and everyone has a price. Someone will make it.
Oh, so I see.
Not me though. I'm lazy. I still haven't opened my 3D printer.
Very sus in the chat, but hey, do what you want to do.
What's sus?
What you eating?
So this is one of those core protein meals. So this is Korean. It's got Korean beef, rice, and peas.
Okay.
Nice.
No, Cosmic Killer in the chat says, has the Divatox costume been washed? Maybe. The old actress's smell is still there. Well, I Musk after a year's probably bad, like just sitting some shit. Like, you ever smell a homeless person?
You know damn well that costume smells like a melted, moldy Butterfinger candy bar.
Like, it's probably disgusting.
If you ever,
if you try like holding up any part of the fabric up to your nose and inhale, you're catching something.
Yeah. That's how every like zombie outbreak movie starts.
He just wanted to sniff the battle thong.
That's the other thing I'm worried about too. Is like you order these and like the shipping. Like I feel like some of the stuff is so old, especially the older stuff. Anything before like 98, 99, I feel like man, that's like you hold the box the wrong way, it's falling. It's like deteriorating inside. It's just gonna like you take it out, it just falls apart in your hands.
Plus, I do feel that like the majority of people that are probably talking about this probably don't even have the income to be able to afford.
That's what I'm saying. Like all these people are like,
price.
that's like people are like, oh, like we shouldn't be bidding on this. Like fans shouldn't get away. And my whole turn is like, listen, like just say you broke. Like you don't have to like make this fake outrage of boycotting the auction. Just say you don't got the capital.
We can get halvesies if we really want to.
Let the big boys step in there. I'm bringing back next Friday. I'm bringing back Big Money Mark. I'm gonna wear my money suit that I was gonna wear for the TokuTonic video. Nope. I'm gonna wear that. I'm gonna have Bret Hart shades on. I'm gonna sit here with a clipboard and like a visor, and I'm just gonna be like, all right, what are we bidding on today? I have a limit.
It's like during the show, it's just like, all right, I'm actively bidding, so don't mind me if you don't see me.
Dude, I'll share the screen if it's literally during this stream. I'll share my screen so you can see the bidding. I'll be like, look, what are you doing? Like, don't do it, Mark. I'm gonna do it.
Look, if they're live streaming the auction, I might have to like not show up to the stream, and I can just live react to me reacting to the stream.
Well, the auction is like it's like bidding style, like kind of like eBay bidding. So it's not like a live stream, like someone being like 200. It's like just like an eBay style bid. So I would live stream the website while I'm bidding.
I did notice when I joined the website, because I'm probably going to bid on something, that there are actual live auctions that they do, but it's normally for like very high tier items. Like earlier, it was Game of Thrones outfits from the actual like production of it. That was a live auction that they were doing.
Yeah, but it's Power Rangers. I don't feel like it's that big. Like it's not like What's Not or whatever that app is where people like you can live auction bid stuff. Like it's not like that all the time.
All right, so are we ready for the bloodshed that is this bracket off?
Yes.
Wait, we're doing a bracket off. I was paying attention. I've been like kind of.
So it's a shame that Cloudy, said that he was feeling kind of sick, so he was going to dip out the stream because we were talking about it last week. So we decided we're going to do a bracket off.
On your Discord like all day.
He was, and then like at 6:42 p.m., he like sends me a DM saying, "I'm feeling kind of sick right now." That's it. That's all he says.
He knows that we're going to talk about this auction, and he knows that I would coerce him into a business partnership with me on what I like to call the FU Power Rangers Museum.
Well, the thing is, it's like I bet Cloudy would definitely invest in the Quasar Sabers because it's a sword. He's got to spend money on it.
Yeah.
Plus the Quasar Saber.
Yeah.
So you got to do it. No, so
Elon Musk.
What we decided was we're going to do a bracket off on the Sentai opening themes.
That sucks. I know 5 or 6 opening themes.
So you better have another tab open so you can quickly listen to these songs.
Oh, what kind of computer you think I'm running here where I can have multiple tabs open? I have like 18 BIE tabs open right now. I only got a 4080 or 4060 of my computer.
I got to listen to one real quick because I already see what the first matchup is. But I do have the side chat open up for this. So it is pretty much every Sentai opening. There are a couple in here that I did throw in. Akiba Rangers opening 1 and 2, but like sadly that threw off the numbering scheme because remember, Go Buster has 2 opening themes. So that left me with like 51 openings. So I had to throw in another one just to make it an even pairing. So I threw in High School Heroes and their theme song.
Nice. I like High School Heroes.
So yeah, that's in the mix as well. And I did like randomize these, but I did have to shift some over to the other side because when you just fill in the bracket thing, it'll line up one side of the bracket first and then the other one, but I wanted an even split between the two, so I just dragged over the ones from one side to the other side just to make this properly line up. So, with that being said, remember the well, shit. No, Cloudy's not here, so the calculation is going to be thrown off.
Mm-hmm.
He's our math guy.
Yeah. I mean, I could do math when I want to, but usually I don't want to.
Well, we'll just guess it.
Mm.
We'll just see how it goes. We'll go by estimation approximation. That sounds like a smart word. So hey,
Yeah, that's a good word.
yeah. All right. So with that being said, the first matchup we have is Sun Vulcan versus Shin Kendra. Now I have heard the Shin Kendra one fairly often because we've just finished rewatching it over in Toku Rewind. But Sun Vulcan, it's like borrow the sun, catch the
Mm-hmm.
sun. So that
I
one's
need
a
to listen to stuff.
well. We'll go listen to it while I get the thing going on here.
Okay.
And let me. All right, let me get this going. See, yeah, obviously I can't play the music for y'all because copyright strikes and all that stuff. But I'm listening to it right now. God, this is a good song. Oh God, it's a good song. I don't know where I'm gonna toss my vote on this. God, it's a it's a good song. It's such a good song. And then let me look at what the chat's going with.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, I
Surprisingly,
know my
like
answer.
right now, Shinkendra's at 100%. I'm like, have y'all listened
Yeah,
to
Sun
this
Vulcan's
one?
good, but like Shinkenger is like. I'm gonna probably gonna go Shinkenger. Honestly, there's something more upbeat, a little more energy to it, a little hype. Sun Vulcan's just like kind of chill, got a little trumpet in there. I'm like, okay, like that's cool, but it's like
The thing is,
they
it's like
hit the
they're
same.
both really good too. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they are. Yeah, I'm gonna go Shinkenger. I'm gonna get a
Yeah, I'm
snack.
Shinkenja. I like
Ash is eating,
both.
making me hungry, even though I already ate.
well,
You made
so
me hungry as well, right?
I'm gonna just be the one vote for Sun Vulcan because even chat hasn't voted for Sun Vulcan.
Okay.
Okay, because and so I'm just gonna give Shinkenger this one, but I'm just like, so it's a really good one. I really like this one. I'll take the L for this one. But Shinkenger moves on. All right, so this is Akiba Ranger Season 2 versus King Oger's theme song.
All right, I gotta look this one up.
Akiba Ranger Season 2 opening. Let me listen to this one real quick. I know King Oach is gonna win this one by default.
Yeah, I figured we already knew my answer. Because it's King
I'm just
Oger.
saying, for those of you on the chat, the Akiba Ranger season 2 opening visuals. Not only do you have bathtub scene, but you also get anime waifu. I'm just saying.
Listen, you're not wrong because I have it pulled up. But King Oger, you know what King Oger has? Himeno. I never forget.
Oh, we got some fight back on this one.
Muted. All right, I'm gonna go with King Ocha. That's gonna be my vote. I just listened to the theme for Akiba Ranger season 2. It's got like those visuals like you mentioned, like the anime waifu and the real life waifu.
And then I still like the fact that their mech is literally just a transformed car, but the CG on it is probably better than most CG in most Sentais ever. Even though this is already like, 10 years plus ago, them visuals still hold up. Let Mark finish his plum. I see he watches that. So we're at 38 to 62% between these two. Out of 16 votes, we have 39 viewers, so not everybody is participating when it comes to this.
Yeah.
So if your pick doesn't get picked, then you can't complain because you didn't vote. That's how voting works, folks.
Yep.
Don't vote. You can't complain. Ronnie, I feel like the poll never shows up for you. And that just means you got to fix something on your end. I don't know what's going on.
Bro.
We got 18 votes. All right. So, Mark, what's your decision?
King Oger.
And I already know Ash has gone King Oger, so I'm just going to also say King Oger. So, yeah, King Oger takes this one.
After you tried to sell everybody on it with like waifus and bathing and
Hey, look, I'm just saying. Akiba Ranger's still a really good season, though. Everyone should watch
you could
Akiba
think
Ranger.
you could just admit it's Himeno. I get it. I do.
All right, so we got Battle Fever J versus Old Ranger.
Now I gotta look that up.
I know how the Ranger goes.
Yeah, I know how that one goes pretty well. I just need some jogging of memory when it comes to Battle Fever J.
The thing is, when I look up freaking Sentai opening, it's because Peliki did that freaking. So I nearly pulled up the wrong one.
Ah, yeah.
I'm going to listen to Battle Fever J. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
All right, let's try that other one.
America. Very bouncy, very, very true to the time. Oranger. Yeah, I gotta go with Oranger. God, just the very beginning of it, I'm already like, nah. Oranger takes this one for me.
No, Oranges for me, like that dash,
Yeah,
dash,
no.
Oranger, they get stuck in your head.
Yep. And I mean, chat right now, 79% is going Oranger on this one. Like they're both good songs, like, but I'm just like Oranger just adds that extra to it, that participation in there. All right, Ryu Soldier versus Denjimon.
Oh shit!
I gotta go Denjimon with this one. Already, like I'm already.
Like I like the Ryu Soldier opening, but the Denji Man is just like that beat.
Exactly. Denjimon. It's so good.
Let's see.
Like I like parts of the Ryu Soldier opening, like the do 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 do.
I know people spell Denjimon with Denzimon, but I'm traditionalist. Back in the day, we didn't have it with a Z. We called it Denjimon with a J. So I'm gonna throw that in there. I gotta listen to that one, Denjimon opening. Let me get that. Let me get that goodness. Some good intro right there.
If you're gonna listen to Denji Man, I'm gonna listen to Denji Man.
It has a little buildup. Denjimon. Prometeru.
Denji
Oh shit! Homie had a gun and just rolled and shoot. Okay, you know what? I don't even care about the song. I'm voting because of that.
Just got to go.
Denjimon gets my vote just because I saw him rolling on the rock shooting, but then he was rolling the other way after. And I'm like, you know, I don't care.
I mean that's the era. That's
He
the
pulled
era.
out the piece. He unloaded the whole clip and everything. I was like, you know what? I vote for that song.
It's really good. It's really good. I'm like Ryu Soldier. Like it strikes a different vibe, but I'm just like Denjimon compared to this. It's night and day difference. Denjimon takes this one.
Yeah. Oh, Real Soldier kind of has like a generic opening.
It does. It
Very
didn't
cookie
strike
cutter.
me anything as anything fancy for that aspect. So I think we're all on the Denjiman camp, right?
Yeah, I think we're all in Denji Man.
Yeah.
Okay, because even Jazz and Denjiman, so we're going that route. Oh,
Oh fuck!
Kill
Both of these
Ranger versus
slap.
Deca Ranger. I feel there's probably going to be a more split on this because I feel more people have seen these. So all right. It's gonna be Deca Ranger for me. It's Deca Ranger for me. Like
No Deca Ranger for me. I like Psychic Lover.
Yep. Like it's just too. Plus, we just had I mean, technically, we had anniversary for both of these shows, but still.
Like I know I binged the heck out of Kyoryuger last year. That was a year ago. Fuck me.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That was a year ago. Was that a year ago?
Yes, it was, because it was around this time that we got the Kyoryuger crossover with King Oger.
No, and it wasn't. I watched it in about a week. That's crazy. That's freaking no. That's freaking. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Deca Ranger.
Deca Range is at a 87% right now. You're watching this, like, even whatever. If Mark picks the opposite decision, then clearly,
Nah, I gotta go with Deca Ranger because from that Kyoryuger like opening sounds like the freaking theme song for like the what was it, like that Never Ending Story like song they did, where it sounds like that. Like listen to it, it's like, yeah, it's a Never Ending Story song.
All right, well, that makes it easy. Deca Ranger goes ahead and takes it. I mean, the hard part always gets when we get to, like, the picks that we've picked already, and now they're going up against each other. So Gal Ranger versus Ginga Man. I gotta go Gal Ranger just because of the percussion, the way that the instruments be going. Like, if you listen to it with some good headphones, God, that instrumentation is like top tier instrumentation.
Like, if it was any other song, I'd probably pick. Depending on like the situation, I'd go Ginga Man. But no, I'm going Gal Ranger because that whole song, how it goes, I love it. Plus, it's one of the earliest Sentai openings I saw because my first exposure to Sentai was like the Gal Ranger PS1 game.
For me, it was also Gal Ranger, but it was because they had done like Gal Ranger versus the Super Sentai, which was like a big deal because they had just done the crossover. They had like Big One and all that stuff, and I was like still getting introduced to Sentai at the time, and I was like blowing my load over just like the entire big roll call scene. But yeah, like just the way the whole Gal Ranger theme song flows is like, and I do love the Ginga Man theme song, but I'm just like, Gal Ranger just hits different. Makes me want to fight somebody, but then like dance with them afterwards.
I'm gonna go Gal Ranger. I was listening to both. I was like, shit, I was vibing.
Yeah.
It's because that Ginga Man kind of took too long to build up. Gal Ranger starts like, hey, here's some good music.
Like, this is big anniversary time, and we're gonna hit you with big anniversary feels, because this was the 25th anniversary of Super Sentai. This was the first time that they actually started really feeling the anniversary vibes. Well, Gal Range is currently at 69% from the audience. But with our votes, it just shot up to 71. So hey, there it is. Hey, Gal Ranger takes this one. All right, so we got Flashman versus Maskman.
Go back and listen to like both real quick.
This is.
Oh, wait, I know how Flashman goes. I know how Flashman.
Yeah, I love Flashmans, but then we got Hironobu Kageyama with Maskman. So
I gotta listen to Maskman. I don't think it's one I've listened to enough.
Literally have to listen to everything, so my YouTube algorithm is going to be destroyed after this stream.
Let's see. Flashman and Maskman. Let me see. Flashman opening. Gonna hit them vibes again.
Shit, this is tough. Because I listened to Flashman first, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "It's like that," and then I just listened to Maskman. I was like, "Oh shit, it's like that." I'm at the top.
Yeah, it's a tough choice.
Flashman.
I gotta go with Flashman as well. Like the way they just hit it.
I legit had to flip a coin. I had to flip a coin
Mm.
because they both
Yeah,
hit at the same spot.
Yeah, they
at the
do.
end of the songs, and I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh, I forgot how much it picks up with the Maskman opening like halfway through.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like they're both really good, but I gotta like edge it out to like Flashman just because of like flash, 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 and then dash. It's like
No, it's too good.
So originally, like Masked Man was like clean sweeping this. Now it's like 53-47. And I know, like, since Mark and I are going Flashman, like that would tip it. But you're going which route, Ash?
I'm going Flashman.
Then Flashman's gonna win.
Yeah,
47-53 with our technically combined 6 votes on there. Yeah, Flashman's taking this one. Sorry, chat. Go Sager versus Zoo Oger.
Ooh. Mark, I'll let you listen to both because I know the Zooja one, I know the Gosager one pretty well.
Man, if only I'd have to watch YouTube apps every time I'm freaking trying to watch one. There we go.
All right, start poll right there. Blaze, yeah, Masked Man won the chat vote, but we get 2 votes each on the panel. So our combined votes would have tilted Flashman to have beat Masked Man because they were so close. So that's the way it works.
I don't know if this is easy. I'm gonna go Ghost Ager.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I
Dude,
don't even
just,
have to
I
listen
don't
to
know.
them.
It was like,
Yeah, for me, it's Go Sager. I don't even have to listen to them to already know that my vote's going to be Go
Yeah.
Sager.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go with Gosager as well.
I feel like Go Sager just overall is underrated, probably because of the stigmatism towards Megaforce and shit. But I'm just like, nah, it's actually like pretty good season. So
I just want to point out, we do a lot of bracket battles every once in a while, bracket fights every once in a while. When are we doing a Giga bracket fight?
So first of all,
Yes.
have you been able to download most of them without them being choppy?
Well, I have all of them.
All right, you're gonna have to link me up, my guy.
I got a folder that literally says Giga in all capitals too. Movies are there also, because you got to get the plot.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
the finale. You don't even know if they defeat the evil.
And then we would have to do it after getting rehydrated, after being dehydrated after the events of binging all of that.
True.
So yeah, Go Sager definitely takes that one.
Icy hot patches.
And the thing is, they're still releasing stuff too. Like I've been getting late as shit. So
I know. Oddly enough, like their production values got better with the actual shows themselves.
Car Ranger versus Jetman.
Oh, Jetman. It's Kageyama.
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna say,
Kageyama.
I just
I
fucking
gotta go
Kageyama.
Jetman on
I don't
this
need to
one.
listen either because
Fucking Kageyama.
No, technically, I should have 2 Car Ranger because Car Ranger has like 2 different versions of the opening, but whatever. It
doesn't matter. They both lose to Jetman.
Yeah, it's Kageyama. You're getting dick slapped by Kageyama on this one.
It's true.
Did anyone else watch Dragon Ball Daima? I had the step one and the
I did not. I didn't even know it came out
I'm
today.
gonna once we're done streaming.
Mm.
I was running freaking high-end Diablo 4 stuff since I got home.
I also watched Dan Dan episode 1 last week, and
What'd you think?
I feel like I need weed when I got to a
Yeah,
certain
you
point.
do.
So, but I'm definitely going to watch episode 2 after this stream as well.
They had it in theaters, and I think it was the first 3 episodes. So, like, I partaked in my edibles, and I went to the theater, and I sat there, and I watched the first 2 episodes in theaters like it was a movie. And I was like, yeah, this is the best anime ever.
Mm.
I knew it. I predicted this.
Yeah. So
Cloudy did sell me on it on that one scene.
he did sell me partially on it, but then the way that Discord was like overselling me on it, I was like, now I'm not gonna watch it.
I've been. I mean, how long have I been pushing that manga on everybody? When John's like, yeah,
It has
like, Don, read it.
It has Rita Repulsa in it in the English dub.
This one actually got the most votes, and the majority of them went to Jetman. So yeah,
Jetman sweep.
Jetman sweep. Go Andra versus Ninja. Now I gotta admit, both of these shows' theme songs have been like on loop in my car, like my playlist I got in my car, because they're both really good theme songs, and they're both very high energy, high upbeat songs. But I'm probably gonna have to flip a coin on this one. Nah, yes. Because the second I think of the other one, I'm just like, how many times am I singing this theme song in my car and like actively making hand gestures while outside? Like I'm either doing boom, boom, bam, bam, go on ja. So, which theme song? Go Onger or Nin. Now I know that there's like a stigmatism towards Ninja. Don't let that influence your vote. It's purely song. Purely song.
Yeah. I don't know which one, honestly. I'm torn. I kind of like Go On just more.
I'm gonna
listen back.
Inch Ninja out with Go Onger just because Go Onger has been around longer, so I've been playing that much longer than the Ninja theme song.
I'm gonna go Onger.
Also, what's up, Gar? I see that you're on here. Did you guys finish like Cast Ranger? So already? God. Or did you guys like not do anything? Go Onger out here, 76, 78%. Ash, which side were you on?
Go Onger.
Okay, so I think Go Onger is definitely going to end up taking this one.
Probably.
Because it's already 71%. We are 21 votes. Yeah. Go Onger is taking this one for sure. For sure. TokuTonic versus Live Man. Complete different tone. I feel like TokuTonic is going to win the audience vote just because it's TokuTonic.
Let me see. What else I was hoping?
Which I already know what the TokuTonic one sounds recently, just because obviously.
Wait, sorry, I spaced out. Which one was it again? Live Man and
TokuTonic.
Okay.
So let me re-listen to Live Man. It's been a while since I listened to Live Man's theme song.
I think it's been a while for Live Man as well. Live Man opening.
It's kind of tough. I don't know which one I want to say. Because like Live Man kind of give me that like set like 70s action movie vibes.
It does.
Tokyo's-
Plus, you have a puppy on a goddamn skateboard.
Yeah, but Tokyo gave me like Train Boner Mecha.
Just
So,
go
like,
for it.
I'm gonna go Live Man. Honestly, I'm gonna go Live Man.
I'm gonna go TokuTonic on this one.
Just because something about Live Man, just that trump in the beginning, and then it's just like, duh, duh, duh. I'm like,
Yeah,
I think, well, what gets me for Live Man is that the vocals aren't refined, and I know why, because it's Red that's singing it. So,
yeah. Well, it's also like just from like a tone standpoint, like without the lyrics, just like melody wise, I'm like, oh, that's got it good. It's good.
Ash, did you go Live Man?
I think I'm gonna go TokuTonic.
Oh, okay. Well, it was a 74% went TokuTonic, and with our 4 votes combined, and Live Man's getting just 2 additional votes from Mark, then TokuTonic is clearly taking this
I'll
one.
be right back. I'm gonna just put this in additions.
I really need to watch more Super Sentai, but at the same time, Elements and Round Zero are better than all these. So,
all right. So I feel that the audience is easily gonna go Kaiger for this, because this is Akiba Ranger season 1, and then it's Go Kaiger. So I feel it's just gonna end up going.
I've never heard Akiba Rangers, so I'm gonna listen. To that
So
really
Akiba
quick.
Ranger is an unofficial Sentai, but it's technically like.
Well, I know what it is. I just don't remember the thing.
Yeah,
that's the one with the cool. Like I just like the suits in it.
So this is the first season of Akiba Ranger, and then Go Kaiger. I feel like it's going to be a Go Kaiger sweep, but let me re-listen to Akiba Ranger season 1 opening, because I really enjoyed that one myself. That's season 2. I just want to listen to the first one.
So I was trying to find the intro, and I found someone on YouTube who just puts up all the songs on there. And the first sentence in all their videos, even though they're taking like official licensed music, is this video is protected by my First Amendment right in the United States. And I'm like,
what? That's not how that works.
That's literally the first sentence it says. Like, I'm like, huh? I was like, you sure? Because like, that's not how that works. I kind of like the Akiba Ranger one. It's actually really good. I don't know what I'm gonna vote now. Nah, Go Kaiger's better though. Yeah, I'm gonna go Kaiger.
You're gonna go with Go Kaiger?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, Akiba Ranger's really good, but it's just, I like Go Kaiger.
Wait, before I cast my vote, I'll have to listen to the Akiba Ranger theme.
This is the first one, and you are gonna hear tones of Gal Ranger, because of course the guy who sang the Gal Ranger theme song shows up at the halfway point.
Oh, okay. I don't want to do. Can I find the opening
for Akiba Ranger one?
Yeah,
you should be able to. I found instantly when I put up Akiba Ranger opening, you get Akiba Ranger intro from the first episode. That's the opening.
That's the opening. Okay.
You just got to skip a little forward because they're going to show the beginning of the episode. I'm surprised that video is actually still up and not been like copyright claimed and shit. Because that was like 3 years ago. Look, recently rewatched the Kiba Ranger, and not recently, it's been like a year and a half since we watched the Kiba Ranger 1 and 2 on Toku Rewind, but worth it. I'm so sad we didn't have a 10-year on that one. We should have. We missed it. We should have. Like, imagine in the Kiba Ranger season 3, and it's like their 10-year anniversary. Boy, I would have been down with that. Would have been so down with that. Every time I look up, I just see the glistening of the lotion from that bit from my Gabu video, and it's just like, why are you still sparkling?
I'm telling y'all, when you least expect, that thing's just gonna drop.
No, it's dried out. The problem is, it's like it glistens with the paint. Like, it's been a day. It's had 24 hours.
Once it gets a little warm in there and it starts to soften up again, just
nah, it's good. It's dehydrated. It's translucent. So that means it's perfect. I mean, I knew Gokaiger was going to win. I'm still going to cast my vote for Akiba Ranger. I know your vote's for Gokaiger. And even if Ash picks Akiba
I'm probably going
Ranger,
to go with Gokaiger.
okay, then Gokaiger wins this one.
Yeah.
It is what it is. All right. Gogo 5. We got Die Ranger and Gogo 5, and I got to give it to Die Ranger already.
Die
Like,
Ranger. Die Ranger.
Tension. Oh.
yeah.
Like, I can't do it.
Die Ranger, of course.
Die Ranger sweep. Die Ranger sweep. Like, don't get me wrong. Gogo 5 has like a good thing. The thing is, a lot of the Sentai intros from like that era reuse the same melody to the point it's just like it's same song. You just change the lyrics and like changed a little bit of the percussion to it. But Die Ranger just hit completely different. Die Ranger makes me want to fight somebody in celebration.
Die Ranger's so good of a show. It makes me want to fight someone. The fact that Saban never used these suits makes me want to fight some. Like everything about Die Ranger makes me want to fight someone.
Yep. Oh, but no, it would have been too complicated for the kids to understand that the Green Ranger, it replaced the Black Ranger, and that the Yellow Ranger suddenly knows a whole different fighting style known as the Drunken Fist.
Meanwhile, they literally killed half the Transformers after season 2 before they started season 3.
And I'm just like, this is, to be fair, this is also Saban before like 4 kids interference. Because or else, Trini just could have gotten drunk off hot sauce.
Yeah.
Because hot sauce was all you needed. Or some headache medicine.
Oh, yeah, headache medicine.
Headache medicine's the cure-all for everything. It's the way it's got to work. So, I mean, it's clear. Die Ranger is taking this one. So
it's kind of a given.
All right. Changeman versus Bokanger. Changeman. Look, I don't even have to. It's another Hironobu Kageyama song. Is Changeman.
This is Changeman.
The only Super Sentai theme song, I believe, to have gotten an official music video was Bokanger's theme song.
Oh.
And it's ass. It's not a good music video. Yes, there is a official music video for the Bokanger theme song. Let's see here. I don't know if it's still up. They might have taken it down already. Which is weird because it was an official music video. Well, TV Nihon did the subs for it, so I don't know if they've officially ended up opening like putting it up on YouTube again. Like it was up on YouTube, but you know, copyright strikes be a thing. Oh yeah, I can't find it. I can only find concert. Why can't I find the actual like music video? So weird.
I'm gonna go. I don't know. It's tough because like Changeman kind of sounds like a Sonic level. If you just do an instrumental of it and make it like a chip, it's like it sounds like a Sonic level. But Bookanger is really good.
I'm gonna go with Changeman. Kageyama.
I'm waiting till the end. I'm listening to the whole Bookanger one.
Well, I can tell you right now, Changeman's at 70%. So even if you pick Bokanger, it's not going to do a lick of difference.
Like they're both good. It's like I'm indifferent because they're both like good, but they're not like neither one of them's like, oh my god, you should like this is a great song.
Well, the thing is, I feel that most Sentai theme songs are good, except for, you know,
Yeah.
we haven't gotten to the really bad ones yet. They're not on this side of the bracket off.
Ah, they're on the other side. All right.
They're on the other side. We got to clear this.
Oh, I think I'm probably just gonna go with Changeman because that's the one I listened to first.
Okay, that's sound reasoning.
Well, I'm also going by how far into each song before I stopped, and I listened to that one longer too. So.
All right, so now we're going back all the way up. We are going to find out the finals for this bracket. So now we've got Shinkenger versus King Oger. We already voted on these guys before. You guys should have already listened to these before.
Yeah, now it's gonna be easy. Yeah, King Oger just because him and O.
She's not singing this.
Doesn't matter. You didn't ask for my. We didn't have to justify our reasoning, did we?
Okay, your reasoning is actress is in this show, even though the opening has nothing to do with her. But okay, all right. Yeah.
She's in the opening music video, opening OP video for it, so
yeah, but no,
makes me enjoy the song more. A great song, nice view, perfect combination.
Shinkenger gets my vote on this one.
Yeah, Shinkenger gets my vote as well.
No culture.
What do you mean, no culture? That's all the culture that got robbed by Jade and Sheba. I'm just saying. Oh yeah. You're of course.
You're out of the Himino fan club.
This is her theme song.
You no longer get.
She's got her own theme song.
Monthly prize.
Her theme song ain't this one.
I know it's not. This is representative of everybody on the team, so I gotta include the other 4 people that no one cares about.
But are you part of the Sachika fan club? I got that photo yet. Though.
Probably. Is that gonna be a fan club on Discord?
I haven't decided yet.
I might have to join.
I did spend the money on it.
Need a CFO.
Right now, Shinkenger is at 68% to King Oger's 32%. Wow.
I wish we could see the votes on
Monkey Yellow. God.
I wish we could see the vote stuff on like the back end stuff and not just on YouTube.
Yeah, that's why I have to make a whole different like tab that's just like me popping up the chat portion so I can have that. All right, so Shinkenger takes this one.
Yeah,
All Ranger versus Denjima.
There's a bunch of buy coupons from Mercari right now that they just dropped for everybody. It's crazy discounts.
I might have to go Denjima on this one.
Do we buy stuff? I think we should buy stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna vote for
I mean,
that one.
now you've at least listened to both of these songs. So
I know, and now I'm just like, I did like both of these, but I feel like I like Denji Man more.
Yeah, Denjimon's definitely just hits different.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Denji.
Oranger's good too, but
They're both good. Obviously, they won their rounds. It wasn't a pity vote for either of them.
yeah.
But I'm just like,
we need to do a Mega
listening?
Evolution Digimon bracket off.
Yeah, I said I'm Denji Man earlier.
Oranger is definitely less memorable. I would say that out of these two theme songs, the ones that I've had in my car that I would like skip and then like I would let play out, Denjimon gets more playtime than Oranger does in my car. It's just such a goddamn good song.
It is.
Let's see what people are saying here. Oranger, Denjimon, still Shinkenja talk on here. Denjimon's currently at 60% though.
Oh.
Oranger at that 40. Mask, you missed some voting. That's what you missed.
Mm-hmm.
And participation awards for like obviously being able to vote.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So Ash, I think even if you go Oranger this round, like we would, Denjimon's still winning.
No, I'm going. I know. I said I was going Denji Man.
Yeah,
okay,
he said he was on Denji Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Deca Ranger versus Gal Ranger. Now's the part where I might have to flip a coin. Man, there's something about the instrumentals of Gal Ranger that's just so damn good. But then Psychic Lover is so good as well. Excuse the slurring words. I have had 3 drinks already.
I'm gonna have to go Deca Ranger.
I'm gonna flip. What am I gonna flip? A Gotchard card. All right, I'm gonna flip Do Kirimajin. If it is heads, then it is Deca Ranger. If it is the backside, then it is Gal Ranger. And it's heads, so it's Deca Ranger.
Yes.
And I mean, Deca Ranger's got 85%. So I think Deca Ranger's got this one. Overall, like it's not like low enough in the totem pole that we can change this one. So okay, Deca Ranger's got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Deca Ranger.
Nice.
All right, Flashman versus Go Sage or Flashman.
Yeah, Flashman.
Yeah. I don't think I voted for Ghost Ager last time.
Go Sager, which one? Hey, you say Deca Ranger sweet, but look, there's a good chance that maybe Deca Ranger might be up against Die Ranger at the finale, and then we're gonna have to fight for real.
Ooh.
I'm just saying that's a real possibility. John, why are you even asking that? Clearly, you dipped out of the live stream when Mark was talking about Dan to Dan.
Mhm.
Or Don to Don, whatever the fuck you guys pronounce it. But yeah.
Don to Don. Just Don to Don. And I'm not watching it currently because I'm already 3 episodes in, so I'm not watching it until episode 4 drops.
So let's see here. Flashman at 71 and 24 votes. Yeah, Flashman's taking this one. No contest. Jetman versus Go Onger. And tell me why you're voting for what you're voting for.
Jetman.
I'm voting for Jetman.
I'm voting for Go Onger.
Because I binged Jetman a couple months ago, and so that song was in my head for so much, and I enjoyed it constantly. You know, a show is good when you're binge watching an show and you don't skip the OP.
Go Onger, like the only good part about it was the OP. What are you talking about? Like that's the only reason, like why I watched it so much was so I could watch the OP and be like, boom, boom, bam, bam, Go Onger, ella uno go uno. Like that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it literally has been a toss-up, and now it's clearly going more in Jetman's favor. I mean, I can't hate it. Good song. I feel like the way that Jetman's opening goes, though, it's very it flows samey as you progress through it. While Go Onger just changes things up. I'm just saying. Just the way that goes.
I'll give trying to convince us, or
I'm trying to convince the chat while there's still like some wiggle room in there. But yeah, we are 24 votes in. It is 58-42 Jetman, so Jetman wins. TokuTonic versus Gokaiger. See, for this, I'm probably going to have to re-listen to the Gokaiger theme song and see how I feel about it compared to the TokuTonic theme song. I feel like there's a lot of love for Gokaiger in general, so that might take it. But there's just something very uppity about the TokuTonic opening that I really like.
Yeah, it's very like there's an energetic level to it.
Yep.
But do I want to flip coin? No, TokuTonic.
Yeah, no, it's TokuTonic. Yeah, it's definitely TokuTonic. Just re-listening to Gokaiger, yeah, it's TokuTonic for me.
TokuTonic. Like I get Gokaiger, but TokuTonic is just that opening slaps really hard.
It is a really good theme song. Jenny says, TokuTonic gets me hyped in a way Power Ranger theme songs do. I mean, look, some Power Ranger theme songs, like if this was like a Sentai versus Power Rangers bracket off, would just hit different. Maybe next time
That'd be an interesting one.
It would.
we pair off like their counterparts to each other first, and then
But the thing is, with
or do
Power
they do
Ranger
like
theme
every
songs,
Power Ranger theme song versus like their Sentai equivalent on the other side, and then they make it to the Grand Slam.
yeah. The thing
Sure.
is, with like most Power Ranger theme songs, is they all have that same butt rock, so they all kind of sound the same compared to the Sentai themes, where they all have a different theme and melody to them.
I mean, I feel that
Mm.
is true once we get to like the Neo Saban era.
Yeah. Well, Neo Sabana is just Go Go Power Rangers on loop.
Yeah, and that's where like it would consistently just lose.
Yeah.
It's like, oh right, we got to compare Go-Go Power Rangers to Go-Go Power Rangers. Okay, all right, what's next? Go-Go Power Rangers versus Go-Go Power Rangers. Okay, cool. What's next? Okay, Go-Go Power. Okay, all right. Just switch as segue works better. All right, TokuTonic takes this round, taking us to Die Ranger versus Change Man. I still gotta go Die Ranger. Yeah, they're both
no, I'm
really
still
good, but I still gotta go
No.
Die Ranger.
I mean, Die Ranger. I mean, we already
Get go.
established that I am a huge Die Ranger fan. So great
Like they're both
opening,
really good
big
songs.
suits.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, they are, but Die Ranger. I mean,
Plus, you throw in the gong that they play in there, and it's just like, the fight is on. It's just so good. Go Sentai, go Sentai, Die Ranger. Whoa, 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 Die Ranger. 81%. All right, look, is 17 votes, 82% on Die Ranger. Yeah, there's no comeback. Everyone else who's watching would have to vote for Change Man. And even then, you'd have to supersede our votes, which there's no way. Die Ranger's got this one. Like, they got the nice suits, and they got that nice theme. Shinkenger versus Denjimon.
Denjimon.
yeah.
I might go
Denjimon.
Denjimon on this one, yeah. Look, panel's all at Denjimon, so you guys got to completely outvote us in Shinkenger. Completely. It's got to be a Shinkenger chat full sweep.
But it'd have to be like a good amount. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like there hasn't been anything yet that's been voted 100% by the chat. I don't think. Like there's always been like some level of split, whether it's like maybe 70-30, this and that. Like I don't think chat's been like 100%. Everyone was like, this is the one we all vote for.
Oh yeah, no, it was the very first option, Sun Vulcan versus Shinkenger. I was the only one that did Sun Vulcan. Everybody else did Shinkenger. They were like, we don't know this shit.
I can't see the voting stuff, so I don't know.
Yep, that was 100% Shinkenger. No one cared about Sun Vulcan. Yes, we are the delegation, so we are the Electoral College, representing just I guess East Coast, West Coast, and then a whole nother country that's voting in these elections. Yeah, most people need to listen to Denjimon. Like, you got to understand.
That's good. I enjoyed listening to it.
It's a good theme song. Let's see. Right now, chat is actually at Shinkenger 71% with 21 votes. This is where we need Cloudy.
I'll wait till
I'm like,
sucks.
where is our 6 votes added to the point total? Like, okay. So
how many do we count as?
So we got 23 votes currently with 70% at
All right, so that's 16 points for Shinkenger, and then times 0.5. And we're each what, 2 points each?
Yeah, we're 2 points each.
And all 3 of us are Densei Men?
Yes.
So basically, as of right now, Shinkenger is winning by 1.2 points.
Oh my god, can we get one more point towards Digimon?
Yeah.
But
then it'd have to be 2 because, yeah. I know, man.
Well,
I feel
then, chat beat us.
Yeah.
Modern day
lucky.
biasm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, whatever. Deca Ranger versus Flashman, and I'm going Flashman.
I'm going Deca Ranger. I like Flashman, but I like Deca Ranger song.
And polls up now. I feel Deca Ranger is gonna win the audience vote anyway. It's very like it's still somewhat recency bias. I'm just saying.
Well, enough. I've never seen Deca Ranger. I just go based off of all the songs I had to listen to on YouTube really quick, and it's a good song.
Now, if we were doing the extended versions of each, like the full version, I would go Deca Ranger. But if we're doing TV size, it's Flashman. God, we haven't even gotten to like the second half of this list, and it's already almost midnight. God damn.
I know. That's why I put in the private. I was like, I got other stuff I need to deal with today, so I might have to dip out a little bit earlier.
Do we just do one half of the bracket off this round, and we finish the rest next week? What do you guys say about that?
Just because I have an early morning, and I got.
Ash, you're muted, obviously. So
no, does it save?
It does
the brackets.
Save.
It does save. Yeah. If you guys want to do it, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that because we'd be going for another hour or 2.
We would. I'm already tired as is. I've been up since like fucking 5 a.m. So
yeah, that's fine. Usually these hit the 4-hour, 3-hour marks, but yeah, like I get it.
I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning because like all my family, everyone's on the East Coast, and like my cousin like hits me up. He's like, "Bro, so you want to play some Diablo 4?" It's like, it's your day off. I'm like, I know, but like it's 4:30 in the morning. He was like, oh yeah, it's 7:30 for me. I'm like, yeah, time zone difference. I'll be on in like 20 minutes. Like crawled out. I almost just loaded up on the PlayStation Portal, but I was like, nah, I don't trust using the PlayStation Portal with like any games that are online.
Is Diablo 4 worth getting back into?
Yes, they've made drastic changes. The Spiritborn class is insane. Like the last 2 seasons they've done, just completely rebuilt. And the game is they scrapped the whole system. They rebuilt the game. It plays like Diablo 3 now.
Okay, because I know that I didn't know that. Because I didn't fully level up my hunter, so I don't know if I'm gonna I never fully maxed him out. That's the thing. I finished story mode, but I don't think I fully maxed out my character with all the gear. So maybe I'll get into Diablo 4 again.
Ash, you keep getting a question in the chat. They keep asking you, what's your favorite form?
Deoxy form. Oh yeah, I noticed that one. Speed. I like speed, and I like speed and defense. They're the ones I do like.
Speed is my favorite form on there.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Deoxys. I never.
All right, so we got
the weird
Jetman
red one,
versus
right?
TokuTonic now.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I remember that guy. That's tough. Honestly. I like Jetman so much. Jetman's like in my. I've only watched like I think I'm up to 9 seasons I've watched now, and Jetman's still in my top 5.
Jetman, I always love that opening. Show's good, opening's really good.
But also, it's like the repetitive things I've seen.
Yeah, that's the
I've
thing.
watched all of Jetman.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas TokuTonic I haven't watched yet.
Well, the thing is, the theme song for Jetman I feel does get like very repetitive after a certain point. While TokuTonic just the way that the melody flows is much better. I gotta go with TokuTonic on this one.
Well, I was gonna say just because I watched all of Jetman and like I didn't get tired of the OP, you know.
Well, the thing is, for me, TokuTonic, I just got tired of the show after episode 1. But the OP lives rent free in my mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go Jetman. You mean the NES or the Famicom Jetman game?
I'm going Jetman. No, I haven't played the Famicom Jetman game.
I think I have it somewhere. Huh.
Then I think TokuTonic might maybe win. It's 57 TokuTonic, 57% to 43. I put 2 votes in for TokuTonic. Y'all put in 4 votes for. That might make it a statistical tie.
Yeah, so I have the Jetman Famicom game because I just started like.
I think we might be at a tie, given your 4 votes and my 2 votes for TokuTonic.
Okay, let me do some math. How many votes total do we have?
25.
And what's the percentages?
44 Jetman, 56 TokuTonic.
Okay, so with me and Ash and the thing, that's 15 votes for Jetman.
Mm-hmm.
And then TokuTonic is gonna be. I pulled up YouTube and someone else voted. Now I got to do it again because it was at 25. Now it's at 26.
46 to 54.
All right. So Jetman is going to be at 15.96. And TokuTonic is at 18.04. So TokuTonic wins.
All right. Dunzo. All right. Shinkenger versus. This is the one that I know the chat's been dreading because this is Psychic Lover versus Psychic Lover.
Oh.
So, which one?
Shinkenger.
I should make the chat just Psychic Lover versus Psychic Lover, but no.
Out of context.
I'm going to go Decker Ranger.
I would go Decker Ranger on this one.
It's a good song. I do need to watch Decker Ranger at some point. I don't even know what the next one I'm going to watch is for Super Sentai.
I would say Decker Ranger is a good one to watch.
Because I was going to watch TokuTonic or Go-Onger, but I still need to watch the one that was the crossover with King Oger, still the Kyuryoger or whatever the fuck that's called.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
the thing is,
watch that.
Have you watched Geki Ranger yet?
Which one?
Geki Ranger.
No.
You should. It's literally New Age Die Ranger.
Outside of basically I've watched almost everything I've watched all the Reiwa era stuff already because I started with Zenkaiser and I watched Rio Soul. I watched Rio Soldier and then the one with the
Did you watch Kiramaji? You said you started with
Well, I went back and watched it because I saw some toys and I was like, I want to look this up. But then I went back and a lot of stuff I watched was like Showa, like Live Man, 5-Man, Jetman, like stuff like that. And then I watched Die Ranger and Zoo Ranger. So like, I want to kind of watch some more newer stuff that's not Showa era. But I like the old ones. The old ones are so good and catchy. The songs, and I watch them like, oh, this is actually enjoyable.
If you enjoy some martial arts and shit like that, like literally Gekki Ranger will fill that void. Because that's the thing. It's like we haven't gotten that many martial arts based Sentai. Yeah. Like we got Mask Man, Die Ranger, and I mean Mask Man was but you got that Die Ranger and you got Gekki Ranger. We haven't gotten another martial arts based Sentai in so long.
Yeah.
Plus the references to like other
series.
Well, not other series, but real life. Like you got Sharky Chan, Bat Lee. Like you know the references they're trying to make.
Yeah. Because like it's not like I don't have every season. Obviously, I have every season on my hard drive. It's just one of the things. It's just finding time because there's actually like, I guess, American shows that I care about watching again. Like it's been a while.
No, I'm the same. I'm slowly powering through Sons of Anarchy and
like, dude, the Penguin is so good right now. I'm actually gonna rewatch.
I watched the Penguin. No, I haven't started the Penguin.
All right,
I don't even talk shit about it. Agatha's actually an enjoyable show. It's not that bad.
Takes this one, which takes our TokuTonic versus Die Ranger.
Die Ranger.
Die Ranger.
Die Ranger.
You don't even need to like. You have to finish that. Be like, all right, guys, Die Ranger.
Because then whoever makes it past this round, then we get the real finale.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, that Ranger's cut is diminishing somewhat. We got 16 votes, 15 votes. Can you just take back votes on YouTube? Like, what the fuck?
When you vote, no, once a poll's up and you vote on it, you can't actually like.
I see like the votes diminish. Like sometimes it's like, oh, you got 16 votes, now you got 15 votes. Well, 19 votes in, Die Ranger's definitely winning right now.
Of course it is. Look at those suits. I can hear the song when I look at those suits.
Mm-hmm.
I can just see the dragon like flying in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone just riding their bikes. I recently saw this clip of someone doing like one of those bike races, and then they got to like a certain speed and they just got off the seat and then just put their legs up from the back, and then they were in like last place and they scooped up past first, and you literally see the first race biker like see them and go like, oh, and it's just like, nah, game over, my guy. Like they literally just like hover on the bike.
Oh, for aerodynamics.
They Superman it. And I'm just like,
Pee Wee Herman did that in his movie. That's where they got it from. Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
I mean, if it works, it works.
One of the best Tim Burton films ever.
Mm-hmm.
So Die Ranger definitely takes this round, which takes us to the grand finale of this side of the bracket, which is
Die Ranger.
Deca Ranger versus. Let me say it first. God damn.
No, I know. I was saying it for you. I was going to say Die Ranger versus Deca Ranger. I was going to help you out.
Technically, Deca Ranger was first on this list. So
not in the rankings. Die Ranger. No, but Deca Ranger has a good opening though. Gio, don't tell me to chill. You chill. I will buy YouTube and ban you. Actually, I can't do that. I wouldn't ban you.
You can't buy YouTube.
Oh man! So someone tried to do a YouTube prank on me the other day, and it really annoyed me because I was in public and it was some random stranger, and they literally like tried to put their arm around me and be like, "Hey, you think I'm cute?" And I'm like, "Hey, do you think you like living?" And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I will murder you on camera."
Did they have like the big microphone as well?
No, he had someone like filming it, and he like got out of the vehicle and went over and just literally put his arm around me. I literally was like, I shoved him. I was like, I'm gonna snap your fucking arm. Like, he's like, it's just a prank and joke. I'm like, yeah, well, like, I'll say that to your parents at your funeral. I was like, sorry, it was just a prank. I didn't know he wasn't gonna get up.
The thing is, I get so tired of seeing like the videos of people like interviewing random folks.
Yeah, that happens so much out here.
Because the thing is, like, I started because of the election, I resubscribed to like Sling TV, so I can just watch and keep up with the news and stuff like that. And then I noticed a lot of regular ass commercials are mimicking those videos of people just interviewing folks. And I'm just like, this is the cringiest fucking shit ever.
Yeah, dude, literally, and it doesn't happen a lot in LA unless you're out by like the beaches, but in San Diego, it happens a lot by the beaches and then like downtown and at malls and stuff. And I'm like, bro, like literally like I just got out of the gym. I had a set on, so I had my Rocks like Under Armour tank top with the sleeves off and the hood up and in my short. And I'm like, sir, you could see the quads, you could see my calves, you could see the gun show of my muzzle. Like, why? Like, you really gonna put your arms around me, like, and not realize like I'm gonna break you in half? Like,
the Hawk Tuah effect. No, that was a thing before the Hawk Tuah girl.
Yeah.
Like, so this one actually is pretty close in terms of the chat vote. Deca Ranger 45, Die Ranger 55, but we all said Die Ranger, so Die Ranger.
Boom.
All right, so next week we will continue off with the other side of the bracket fight. Which
hey, what's that show on the left? What's the one on the left with the red and the white? Like
that's
the five people.
Man.
That's Dynaman, I think. It's Dynaman versus left mask. 5 man. 5 man.
5 man. Yes.
I can't tell because like I don't know how it is on your guys' screen, but like the little window is so small. It's like in
so
mode.
This one,
like I can barely see. Everything's blurry.
Because when I was trying to get the pictures of the albums for a lot of the Showa era stuff, it would just be the logo, and I was like, ain't nobody gonna recognize most of these logos, so let me just use the posters for them.
So, no, I didn't recognize the Deca Ranger logo at all. I'm like, I voted for the logo one.
Yeah, so this is 5 man versus
Dynaman.
No, I'm just saying, I didn't mean like the poster. I meant like the share screen that you have. It's like so narrow on my monitor.
Well, yes, because I'm sharing my side.
Yeah, because that's why I was like sitting there. I was like, I actually had to zoom in like Chrome, so I could be like, oh, I can see now.
I can tell you right now, next week, once we do this voting, I'm voting for Dynaman.
Oh, we'll have to say. Like, I'll have to
who actually likes the 5 man opening?
I liked it when they use like I'm not in love with it. I'm not in love with it.
Do you hate yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you not seen my YouTube channel? Like, I hate myself every time. Do you not see how much stuff I buy and I hate myself? Like, I miss my shelf right here, but I'm still organizing. Like, I miss my Sotos.
So yeah, next time we got everybody else's like piece on here. So yeah, we do have we do have those.
We got Lightheaded.
We got Bino Man. We got Abba Ranger. I'm trying to make out using the Turbo Ranger, Z Ranger, Q Ranger, Hurricaneger, Time Ranger, Zenkaiger, Kida Major versus Go Ranger. The very beginning. Lupat versus Down Bros. You already know what my vote's gonna be.
Yeah.
Mega Ranger versus Go Busters. That's the first theme song of Go Busters. Geki Ranger versus Go 5. You got Boom Boomger versus High School Heroes. You have the second Go Buster opening.
Bro, that's not fair. How are you gonna put High School Heroes against Boom Boomer? Like,
look, it's just the way it lined up. I'm just the way it lined up. Get the fuck out of it. It's just the way it lined up.
I still like that people go like my High School Heroes video still gets views, and people still be like, "Hey, can you talk about other indie like Toku stuff that's kind of like Sentai, and I'm like, I have a whole indie Toku folder on my computer. I love that stuff. It's just when I do put out the videos, like they used to get like a single digit views, but all of a sudden all those videos now are increasing because I think more people are looking into indie Toku. And High School Heroes was great.
It was as short as it was.
And Dogengers has another season, and no one's talking about it. I think they're up to like 4 seasons now.
And yeah, I think this is Jaka versus Maji Ranger as the last one. So brush up on them theme songs because we got them for next week.
Now
some of the second bracket ones I'm fairly familiar with. But it's going to be an interesting one.
This is the most I've talked about Sentai in my life. Like legit in one sitting. I'm like, also, I'm not going to be bidding on the auction next week because I just found out the Optimus Tesla robots are only going to be like $20,000.
Oh, so you're gonna buy one?
One. I'm gonna buy 2 and make them fight.
But why? They're not even like fully optimized yet. They're not optimal Optimuses.
I know they're not Optimuses. I just hate that their face looks like the Radiant Black helmet. I want a robot. Come on, everyone wants a robot. Like, I'll make the robot edit my videos for me. Then I'll actually put high quality content out.
That's implying that they got thumbs. It's like, I'm gonna click on this mouse for you and just be able to.
I thought you could just plug the computer into it and it just like stand still, and all of a sudden everything just happens.
It probably doesn't. Not yet. You got to wait for like version 37.
All they said was like it does chores for you and can like get groceries and mow the lawn. I'm like, well, I don't have a lawn, but like if it can meal prep, like
I don't think it can mow my lawn. A robot trying to climb down my hill while it's mowing, that thing's gonna fall over, and then the lawnmower is just gonna run right over it.
Also, I'm kind of concerned because I'm like, do I trust a 20,000 robot to do stuff for me when like their Cybertruck falls apart? Like,
look, the amount of Cybertrucks I've been seeing recently is disgusting, and I'm just like, that's still the most ugliest vehicle.
So one of my apartment complex has one, and I'm like, dude, you're renting an apartment and you bought a Cybertruck. Why don't you get a fucking house with all this money you're spending? Because he also has a Model 3. And I was like, between the Model 3 and the Tesla truck, why didn't you not like? I was like, how do you not have like a condo? Why are you renting?
Yeah, no.
Oh, welcome in Oasis. Glad you finally caught a live stream.
While we're ending. Neat.
Yeah. Oh shit!
And I did get a haircut because I haven't had a haircut since my situation earlier this year. I've grown my hair out and I looked like a hobo.
Wait, that's growing
That's
out
a direct
your
quote
hair?
from my boss. No, before when I was wearing the hat, my hair was like when I straightened out, it was your length, but it's really curly, and I usually wear a hat or a beanie.
Well, I mean, I know my hair is normally very. Yeah. I just did a relaxer like earlier this week, which is why like my latest video, like you could see all this shit.
Yeah. Dude, I used to do that, and then like I feel like it was like ruining my hair, so I was like, I stopped doing that. Now it just goes out in like a big fro when I don't.
If I was to like just shave it off and like just let it grow all natural, yeah, but no. So yeah, it's we got the sign off when it comes to this. We'll continue it next week. Hopefully no big news drops, and if it does drop, it's probably like the trademark.
I think we're gonna get. Aren't we gonna get the next quarter for toy sales? New quarter started, so we should be getting the toy sales stuff soon.
Great. Will you guys actually be caught up with Boom Boonger by next week?
I'm hoping.
I will be.
Because if you're not, then we'll just skip it again.
There's too many games. You don't understand how many games there are right now. Like, if it was dubbed, I could watch it while I play video games. But, like, listen, I have to balance 6 video games that came out within a span of 5 days. And all the horror movies coming out. I was going to go see Terrifier 3 tonight because there's a warning because people are throwing up in the theater watching it. I need to go see it.
Isn't someone either dying or throwing up whenever these movies come out?
Terrifier 2 has a scene in it where even I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
I haven't seen any of the Terrifier movies. Maybe I'll watch them.
I'm going to DM you really quick on Discord, Zio. You should pull up this on stream really quick. It's my review of a movie I saw. and I think a few of you, the people who are Discord and have been in VC chat, will appreciate this review if I can find.
I don't even have Discord up right now.
Oh.
Remember, I literally just finished rebooting my computer right when the stream was about to start.
I don't think
Windows updates.
Yeah. So I definitely didn't put it on. But like I watched a movie called Cocaine Werewolf.
What the fuck?
How do you feel about Raccoon?
All right. I haven't seen it yet. I'm not saying this universe of like cocaine, if it doesn't pay off in some sort of like cocaine end game, like I'm gonna be so mad.
They like all these animals die from like overdose.
Strange Darling is really freaking good. I did watch the most recent VHS. Really, like there's so much horror stuff and like everything else going on. So it's like trying to balance all the Toku shows. And like I said, there's US shows that are actually good right now that I'm watching. And it's like, I've never watched this much stuff. And they're like, very rarely do we get this many video games coming out at the same time either. So it's like, I got to make content right now. Like I'm trying to, and all the toys are coming out. Like I have a big box of stuff that's getting freaking delivered. It was supposed to be here today, but it got held up, so it's not going to be here until Monday.
All right, so Cocaine Werewolf, you rated it 3.5 stars.
Yep.
Okay, so I must preface this by saying that I ate an edible before watching it. I'm not sure if this was the most entertaining film I've watched recently because I had a giggle fit halfway through it and almost peed my pants, or I just needed to turn my brain off for some good fun. Either way, I'm not opposed to watching this film again.
Yeah, it's a good review. And someone was just like, are you reviewing all those? But now my whole letterbox is me taking an edible and reviewing a movie now. It's my whole shtick on there.
Okay, all right.
And we're getting another Pooh, Blood and Honey universe film coming out soon. I believe Bambi's next. Bambi's Revenge. And then Pan's Neverland Nightmare. Like, so much stuff.
Just make a Piglet film.
A what?
Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
Well, they were in the Blood and Honey ones already.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't watch that. Was Piglet in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Peacock.
Oh, well, I don't have Peacock.
I won't spoil what happens to Piglet. They're not in the sequel.
Oh. Okay.
But Tigger is, and they made him like an insane asylum like escapee. And
Mal was in there too.
And I feel like he might have been racist with how he acted towards one of the victims, but I'm not sure.
Oh. Well, it is what it is. Either way, past the 3-hour mark. So, Mark, what you got to promote besides your little baggie of edibles?
Well, I got obviously toy videos going up. I've got a whole big box of Gavu stuff coming in soon. I am working on some Massiverse ones because luckily I got the final 2 issues of the Catalyst War in early. I read them yesterday. I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm stealing what they did in Supernatural, the story so far, without the Carry On My Wayward Son song playing for copyright issues. So I'm going to do a big recap of the Catalyst War and then a separate video going over the finale because we're going to have a 5-month break before any more of those issues come out. And I've been guesting on Rollover Queen Reviews YouTube channel because we just did a big part 1 going over all the Ultimate Universe comics. And I was the expert for X-Men, which is being done by a manga artist called Peach Momoko. And
yeah, Peach Momoko. Yeah, she's good.
And
I haven't kept up with Ultimate X-Men or Ultimate Black Panther. I'm reading Ultimates and Ultimate Spider-Man. I just started Absolute Batman, and that's really good.
You should check out X-Men. It's very manga inspired.
Yeah, no. I did enjoy the artwork for Ultimate X-Men. It's just I fell off it after 4 or 5 issues.
Oh, so you're only 1 issue behind, yeah. It's really good
Okay.
for like
What's up with-
supernatural manga.
What's up with
Yeah.
my YouTube then? Because I'm like sub to Rolliver, but for some reason I haven't gotten anything pop up for me.
The whole algorithm, I don't even get like I have notification ons for like you, Ash, and a few other people. I don't even get notifications when you guys put stuff up.
Mm. It's all
so weird.
out of whack.
No, if you don't like the original Ultimate X-Men stuff they did, it like I'm not an X-Men comic fan, honestly. The new one they put out is really good because it doesn't feel like an X-Men comic.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But yeah, I don't get any notifications for like when you guys. I get notifications for channels I'm not subscribed to.
I would get that as well. That's weird.
I
So,
used to get that back in the day because there's some people I just watch out of boredom.
even videos that I've already watched, I get like recommended, like, "Hey, you should watch this." I've already watched this video. What are you talking about?
Mhm.
Although I need to start like actually commenting on everyone's videos. I just watch them and don't comment anything. I'm like, you guys already know I watch you guys because like, Ash had which one did you, what was it? I liked was it the Mistress Vile video you put out like what towards the beginning of this week? That I liked that one. That was really good.
Lord Zed one's coming soon. Which I've recorded half the audio. I've got all the images ready. I've just got to record the other half of the audio. If my throat can do it, because my throat's been a little bit sore. So I have to do that. Like a lot of Z's and stuff that I have to pronunciate in that video. So it tears up your throat a little bit. But Lord Zed is coming out soon for that one. But the Mistress Vile one, that one, it didn't take off, but now it's starting to sort of do all right. It's doing average.
Yeah, because I think the other one I watched was the one about the JDF documentary. I didn't watch the one you put out yesterday. I don't know, a lot of the Power Ranger comic book stuff right now, like I'm not gonna lie, I don't care about Power Ranger comics. I don't I'm not gonna be an asshole, but I don't care about Power Rangers in general, really. Like I don't like Hasbro don't care, why do I care? Like seriously.
No, that makes sense. But Boom cares.
So
yeah, they do, but they're milking it now.
So Ash, what you got to promote?
I'll probably have a video. They put out preview pages for Power Rangers Prime. I'm probably going to record that after this podcast. I'll get around to that. That will drop whenever it drops because it's 12 in the morning. So I got to find a good time that suits the algorithm. Unless I get this posted now and just let it take off. I've got the backstory of Lord Zed coming up where I'll be going over that video. So like I said, I've recorded half of that video. I just need to record
you're buying
the
the
other
costume, right? You're
No,
bidding on
Listen,
No.
you can have the Zed costume. I'll take the Super Shredder version.
No, I want the Super Shredder version.
Well, y'all better bid on it.
I want the Slifer. I want the Scrozzle. I know that Hunter Deno, who plays Amelia, said that she's actually going to try bidding on her suit and her weapon.
Well,
Like she's actually going to try. Don't do that.
I mean, who else wants it? Oh wait, I know.
I don't know. It depends how the lots are set up. Like the stuff from Dino Fear and Cosmofear is actually separate in separate lots.
Yeah.
That's why I said like not organizing it by show and by stuff was like stupid. I think they just went through the lot, like the warehouses. They're like, all right, this section over here, lot such and such, that lot such and such. Like they didn't care to fully organize and stuff like that.
Well,
Zio, what do you have going on? Because you dropped a Gabu video right before we went live.
I did, and then right after that, I was making the thumbnail for this video. So I don't have much, but I will say I have an idea cooking, and it just depends whether or not people want to have me do this. Because I recently found the translations to several Kamen Rider novels.
Ooh.
Now, who would care for pretty much an audiobook version of the Fies novel as read by me in tassel attire?
You have a tassel costume?
I'm going to get one.
I think we talked about that on Discord a long time ago where I was like, what if I recap all those episodes dressed as tassel? And I was like, I don't have the effort or energy to do that.
Once you get your Fies outfit ready, you could just sit in front of like a fireplace, a fake fireplace in the Fies outfit and just like read it, but dub over it like you're actually reading the book. Like you just nod your head.
That's the thing.
And,
It's like
look at the
I'm
book.
probably gonna just like read it and then like just record the audio portion of it and do what I can on it, because I know people tell me it's just like, oh, but that voice, like you can do things with that voice. It's like yeah, sure I could. So I could just like do minimal editing on it and just literally release an audio file of each chapter, which shouldn't take too much work to edit. But I know that there's a lot of people that talk about these novels that haven't actually read them. So if I actually like just do an audio version of these novels and just make it out there, then hey, that's a thing. And then at the very end, I can do a formal review of it.
If you need more novels, I have a majority of them translated. Because the only one I've read is the Blade one, like twice, because it's Blade. But I have a good amount of them.
Yeah, because I did see Kuga Agito also translated on here. A couple of the Super Sentai ones. But I know Fies is like one of the most notorious, along with Decades. Because of a certain scene that happens on there that I'm probably going to have to like censor with like donkey noises or something. Just to make it like work.
I feel like the Blade one would be depressing. The whole novel's depressing.
I've heard from that aspect.
Yeah. I have a physical version of the Japanese, like obviously because they did. I have the physical Japanese version of it, and then like I have a translated PDF, and I was like, bro, this is like, I was like, no one should read this. It's just depressing. So
it kind of varies on that aspect, but I figure like no one's really doing it, and so I'm just like, I can probably release an audiobook version of every chapter of this novel, and then just see how that goes. And then if more people want it, then I can do more on it, because it shouldn't be too difficult.
It's funny, that stuff is popular because like I saw a channel where someone was doing that with like all the Animorph books.
Oh,
and I was sitting there and I was like, how can that like? I never understood from like a copyright standpoint, like turning a physical book into an audiobook on YouTube, how that's like the red tape involved with that.
It's probably because there's not already an audiobook. Plus, it's like your own voice, so it's not picking up it's picking up certain words, but not like the context to the words.
Yeah, like I listened to the Ringu book on YouTube because there's no audiobook for it that's out there.
Plus, I mean, sometimes people have long commutes and they just want to like listen to a tale what's going on.
You have to add sound effects and background music.
Oh yeah, and I have that all for Fies. I have it all.
I know you probably have like everything Fies related all set up to go on your soundboard.
Well, I can re-edit it in afterwards, but I do have everything for like every Heisei era writer. I have all the OST too, and Showa. So
nice.
I got it all.
Nice.
So yeah, that's something that I'm potentially cooking up. We'll just see how that ends up going. So if you just randomly see me drop chapter 1, that's it. That's the first test bed.
Yeah.
If it does well, then I'll do chapter 2 and so on and so forth. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head out. I gotta head out. So.
You don't have to head out. You can go play Diablo.
Then we're all.
No, I'm not actually.
Unless the stream ends up cutting out short and then it's still live after I end things.
Yeah.
Right. Like the previous weeks. We'll see. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Party time!